move like Joe Cocker. From Bob and Tom Enterprises, a division of Frigamall Industries.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to... First of all, I'm the stupidest man alive. We all know it. But this is the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin, shut up, in the performance room.
Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I am the GOAT, but not in a good way. The butt of...
Yes.
Yes.
I blame myself.
I was talked into something, and...
You were. I did.
But I was an adult.
I take full responsibility.
I made the choice, and now we're the shoe of the week. It's got to be the worst start ever. 0-9.
Just pretend it didn't happen and start over.
0-9, Tom. 0-9.
I blame myself.
I got sucked right in.
0-9 is particularly hard when you only bet on 5 games.
Well, but what does that do? Maybe that will help someone out there.
Yeah, you're right. 4.
You only bet on 4 games.
One was double shot.
You doubled and one.
Maybe someone out there, this is a lesson. Gambling, possibly.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up.
Right.
Now, this coming week, what am I going to do, Tom?
Well, I think it's obvious.
I'm going to double what I've lost.
Yes.
And get right back even.
The penta-shock.
Get back in the game.
Yep.
Just find that one game where the odds makers don't know what they're talking about.
And in case you missed it, at least I'm not Aaron Rodgers. So
that's so sad.
There you go. It's horrible.
What happened?
Aaron Rodgers' debut with the Jets last night lasted just 4 snaps. What I was doing was foreshadowing.
Oh.
But thank you for the what happened, Josh. I appreciate it.
I didn't know what happened either, Josh. I was right there.
I was getting to it. I'm right here.
No yelling. It's early.
Okay. His ankle, no, his Achilles. He and his leg and the Achilles tendon, most likely, I'm saying a 99% chance, if you've seen the video, have come to a separation agreement.
No kidding.
Achilles tendon.
It's just awful.
Yep. In the 4th play against the Buffalo Bills last night, Rodgers sacked by Leonard Floyd, who's also very good, and the next thing you know, he was carted off. X-rays revealed not much, but the MRI will be today, and the Jets go on to lose that game 22-16 last night because the Jets go on to win that game 22-16 because America's sweetheart from Hard Knocks, if you watch that, Xavier Gibson, undrafted wide receiver, they kept him on the team, and he's the one who returned the punt for a touchdown last night.
OT.
There in overtime. That's exactly right.
Oh, it's just so the background on this is that Chick had a rough first week, went 0-4.
Mm-hmm.
What would you guys do without me messing up? What would you talk about?
No, I gave it a good shot. I just thought, well, this is just an easy bet. You've got to get.
Is that what you thought?
Buffalo's been so strong over the recent past.
Oh, and by the way, what was the kid's name? Whitehead from the Jets, defensive back on the football team there. He intercepted Josh Allen 3 times last night. Oof. So to say he had Allen's number, it was really
so. The essence of the story then, Christy, is I convinced Chick to do a 5-time bet. So he
No. Don't explain it to her. She was right in there with you.
I take full responsibility.
I was right. Don't back up. You all were against me. It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
We weren't against you. We were hoping you would win.
We were for you.
Yeah, we were for you.
We were hoping
you'd
win.
You'd come in and have a good attitude. First thing this morning.
Right.
The first human being I ran into said, is this chick going to be in a bad mood?
The only thing that can make it up to me is if Josh and I play hide and seek later this morning. And Josh, if you find me,
you can take him like a man.
You know where he'll be.
I'll be behind the couch,
hiding in plain sight. Okay, well,
anyway.
Yeah, the world of gambling yesterday.
The Bills were ahead 16-3 like forever, 13-3 like forever, and then it was tied 16-16 in overtime. And then
I went to bed knowing that the Bills were going to win.
Yeah, knowing. That's right.
I did one of those. Okay.
Maybe I could explain that.
The Bills have got this.
Maybe we could do that.
Oh, boy. Well, let's talk about, on a brighter note.
Yeah.
Someone out there is going to be the winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max, the best way to cook outdoors. The Big Green Egg Mini Max, we give away one every week, and our first week officially ended last evening. And we have to find out who our winner was. They're doing the calculations right now. You can enter for week 2 starting right now. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Once again, you could win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to know anything about the spread. Just bet on who won the games. And what a week to start off the NFL. But we will, and we'll try to find
a couple of the pundits that I follow on social media. A guy went 0-5. I mean, this is league wide. There were a lot of not that that's explaining my stupidity, but
I think Josh put it best. He goes, "Hey, you're just shaking the rust off."
That's right.
You don't know what the teams are like yet. It'll take some time.
And for those of you into this sort of thing, there is a one particular video. From the ESPN broadcast last night that plainly shows Aaron Rodgers and his Achilles. And the old saying was that when your Achilles becomes unattached, detached, English majors, can you help me here?
I would think detached. Detached? I would think.
It rolls up like a window shade.
Yes, I've heard, man.
And you can see his calf vibrating when it...
Oh, no kidding.
Becoming...
We'll see.
You can almost hear...
Is that career ending?
Who knows? He's 39.
Oh.
And to make matters worse, some weirdo on Twitter, X, predicted this at 6:01 Eastern last night. He said, damp turf, MetLife Stadium, we're 2.5 hours away from Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles.
Are you serious?
I am absolutely serious.
Man.
They were complaining about the fields last year a lot.
They've been complaining about fields across the NFL for... it seems like forever. And David Bakhtiari, a lineman for Aaron Rodgers when he was in Green Bay, said, curse word, this is bull, curse word. When are they going to fix these fields? Aaron just got hurt because of the field.
And apparently before the game, too, one of the other Jets went up to Aaron and said, I dreamt again of your torn Achilles last night. Stop saying that.
Will you shut up? But the good news for Jets fans, Zach Wilson went in. You remember Zach Wilson? He dates his mom's friends. And he's a dreamy little guy. He should be in One Direction.
Really?
Or, Oh, Christy's right up here.
Look that up.
He's right up
Oh, he is
Valley.
dreamy, yeah.
I know it. He went in and did okay. I think he threw a pick, but still, he threw a touchdown pass, too.
Oh, he's my daughter's age. Maybe I should try to fix him up.
Oh, there you go.
Chick, did you find out this morning? When you woke up, did you find out this morning?
No. I fell asleep early, but then I started paying attention to it late in the second half. I'd pick up the phone and look, and then I said, well, this is stupid. So I went out to the living room. And, of course, when I'm up, everybody's up. The dogs are up. It's just... But, so we got to overtime, Tom, and I thought there's still time. If the Bills kick a field goal, they cover. Oh, what a magnificent statement!
That would have been great.
Wouldn't it have been great? Yeah. So I get all situated. I sit down in the chair, and the Bills punt, and they return it for a touchdown. I get up from the chair, go right back.
Now, were you able to go to sleep, or did you have an anxiety attack?
No, I vigorously masturbated and fell right to sleep.
Oh, there we go.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Nature's ambient.
Now, would you have done that had it gone the other way?
Probably, yes,
okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Either way, it'll help you get some shut-eye. I have a letter. I'm not even sure I can read this.
Well, there's a lot of
you
stuff.
You can do it. We have faith in you.
We're not sure we can mention today. So
I don't know what this even means. Let me ask you this: Does the word warble? Is that what birds do? Is it warble?
Like the throat.
Sure.
Yeah.
The only time I've heard it is in a W.C. Fields movie. Did you warble, my little wren? And I think Tony Soprano quotes that in an episode of
You
The
never
Sopranos.
heard it when you were in radio class or anything? There's a warble on the tape.
Oh, that's true. When we used to have tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. A wow.
I don't think I can read this then.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm glad we
defined
covered that.
I'll run this letter that comes to us from Nancy. I'll run this by the proper authority, see if we can read it on the radio. Right now, one thing is for sure, we can read in the radio.
When we read on the radio, you can hear us on your Raycon earbuds.
Keeping praise on those great Raycon earbuds.
Make listening to the Bob and Tom Show part of your routine, and be sure to use your Raycon wireless earbuds when you do it. They look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. You can listen when you're traveling, maybe a grueling workout. The optimized gel tips from Raycon fit every ear perfectly, ever made. Raycons fit right in. They're comfortable enough for all-day wear, which is a bold statement but true, and they do not budge. They won't fall out of your ears like some other earbuds. And you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and they start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 78,000 five-star reviews. And school's back in session, which means Raycon is having their annual back-to-school sale for a limited time. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom to score 20% off. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
We have some cool animal stories today, including a orangutan who may be trying out for an NFL team.
You're still doing the orangutan, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. We have...
Just because it's correct, I don't think
we have something that we prevented from happening on this show that involves death.
What?
Yeah, remember that chip challenge, eat the chip? Yeah, that didn't go so well.
You know, I've been thinking about that, and I know that I was instrumental in stopping Ace from doing it, but I've rethought it. And I think Ace might want to try this.
I still have it.
I wish you
Throw
would.
it away, Ace.
Let's do it!
We'll find out more about that.
Maybe
this
not.
is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. That's why you're single. That's all.
What?
Are we? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. We're back live.
Back with that.
Not your tongue.
He was talking about me because I went like this.
No. I'll tell you what it was. You see, you're not even aware of what you just did. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Coming up, our interview with Donald Fagan.
You're
from
so
Steely Dan.
stupid. You don't know what you're saying.
No, we're trying to make conversation. Just before the mic's open, Josh goes, "Hey, my toilet seat's on the way."
Yeah, that's right. He's excited about it.
Right.
It was something we had discussed.
Did you hear what Tom said? We were trying to make conversation. Tom doesn't
He didn't
have
speak a
conversations.
word during that break.
He
He
doesn't
kept
say
his
anything.
headphones
They
on.
invented the phrase, he talks at me.
You, yes.
I thought it was. I mean, Josh. Okay, you're on a first date. Let's just say, and there's some nice music in the background. You're at a nice restaurant, and the waiter comes up. You order some sort of cocktail. I assume. What's your beverage of choice?
I might have a tequila and a beer.
Together.
Beer.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
there you go.
Beer and shot. Why not?
As you can
What
see,
he's thinking is, here, you don't look like an alcoholic. That's what he's thinking.
Oh no! I think he looks like one. And then
Farthest from the truth, but go ahead.
And then this young lady orders something, and then you say, as a conversation starter, "Hey, my new toilet seats. I just got a thing from Amazon. It's on the way." And then she goes,
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he would do.
Waiter, could I get an Uber? I've got to get out of here. I have a thing.
My God, the way your brain operates.
I know, it's amazing,
Fascinating.
isn't it?
So your new toilet seat. Something you want to tell us why?
Well, we were talking because I'm tired of my vacuum cleaner, and Christy and I were talking about vacuum, and I'm going to order the one she has.
Yeah, you're replacing your
I
vacuum.
love my
I'm
vacuum.
tired of mine.
And so to enter the conversation, you said, "Wow, that's really interesting. Hey, my toilet seat's on the way."
Because the other day I
hang on.
mentioned
Just
that I
talked
broke
about it.
Josh, I love you, but I think he might be right.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying it's kind of a conversation killer, really.
I knew we only had 4 seconds left in the break.
It's kind of a funny thing.
I thought I would. Yes. You know what? I thought I was bringing up a topic that you would enjoy.
No, I
discussing.
get Josh. I know what he was trying to do.
Okay, sir, I didn't understand.
I hate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it took just over a year, but about 6 months longer than I had in the pool, but it finally happened.
Oh, you had the under. I would have taken the under too.
Josh now openly hates Tom.
I had the under myself.
Congratulations.
But that wasn't. They said I couldn't play because I could violate.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course, hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Big Skin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Gourmet Plus options prepared in record time and ready to eat. Treat yourself to upscale meals with premium ingredients like broccolini, leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus.
Looking for some calorie-conscious options, too? Well, with Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, you can try delicious, dietitian-approved, Calorie Smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. Or if you need an extra boost to help support your wellness goals, why not try Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving?
This September, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/BobandTom50 and use the code BobandTom50 to get 50% off. The code BobandTom50 at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 to get 50% off.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
It's the most terrifying and talked about movie of the year. Don't miss seeing Paranormal Activity. This sparse, independent film is getting great reviews and will all scare you in the spirit of Blair Witch Project.
Hey.
What?
Excuse me, scary voice guy.
Who the hell are you?
Hi, I'm Bob Kavoyan. Paranormal Activity? Really? A single camera shot from a bedroom? You all need to hop off the Paranormal Activity bandwagon and get your ass in line now to see my new movie, Para-Knocker Activity.
Want me to keep jumping, Mr. Kavoyan?
Yes.
But I'm getting all sweaty.
Oh, that's okay. That's why we're doing the soapy shower scene in Act 2.
Oh, okay. I can't wait.
There. So what do you think?
At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
What is that, camel? Is that a camel?
Yeah.
Camel color, camel hair?
One camel.
Sport coat over there?
Camel toe.
Camel
No,
toe.
I don't have camel toe. Sorry.
Camel toe cam, secret channels.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
Hi. There's Josh Arnold. Chickie. He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Ace Cosby's here.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Don't know what this means? I guess I can read it.
Did you just raise your hand before I said Tom Griswold?
Yes.
As just let me know where you were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
Wanted to be called on, like we weren't going to let him talk.
Let's see. This comes to us from Nancy.
With the smiling face?
Yeah, she says, "Dear respectable people."
I don't know.
She's got the
Sorry,
wrong
your
show.
letter didn't reach the right folks.
Well,
but,
she's not done. It's
Who's that, Sinatra? Nancy with the laughing?
Yeah.
dear respectable people and Tom, Chick, Willie, and Pat.
Oh.
Josh, I guess that means you have earned her respect.
Well, thank you, Nancy.
You recently asked for famous phrases and lines and words from your family.
We did?
This was
Sure, yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I mentioned that, what curse words did your family use or that sort of thing.
My family kicked it old school, all the classics.
My dad's big one was horse's ass or jackass. That's about as far as it went. Christy, what was in your family? Any particular?
No, there were a lot of bad words said.
The standards, Josh?
Yeah.
There was a lot of malarkey being thrown around, knucklehead.
When I was and my mother was 17 when she had me. I need to tell you that. So when I turned 13, we had a cuss jar, and you had to put a quarter in every time you cussed because we were trying to cut down on cussing.
Yeah.
And I'm the one who put the most money in, I think. Yeah.
Now, Pat Godwin, your dad was a distinguished Shakespearean director, actor.
Well-educated. He was an anti-curse guy. He didn't curse.
Really?
Yeah.
Tools of the addled. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this comes to us from Nancy. She writes, you recently asked, as I mentioned, my Nana would say, and I don't know what this means. I'm just going to read it as.
All right.
My Nana would say in church, this is what makes this really awful. Listen to that pussy warble.
What did that mean?
I don't know.
I think it
Was it a man or a woman she was talking about?
Was it?
I would think in that in that era.
Sounds like she didn't like the preacher, and she was bored with his warbling, with his speak.
Is pussy warble a thing that I don't
know.
I've never heard one warble, but I'd be willing to do a little.
I've heard trouble.
I mean, it sounds like a T-shirt you'd see at the state fair. And you see the guy with the pussy warble T-shirt. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Are they the words together or separate?
Separate.
Wow.
I don't know. Well, thank you, Nancy, for that great memory.
Oh my gosh. This search engine did not.
What's wrong? What's the matter?
I put pussy warble into my search engine.
Yeah? What'd you get?
I'm thinking maybe it was a bird.
Now the FBI outside.
What did it say?
The first thing that comes up. Pushing marbles into my. It took that. Pushing marbles.
Warble.
No, I did not mean that. Google.
Google is kinky every now and then, aren't they?
Yeah. Go ahead and turn my safe search on.
Look up Puss in Boots. See what comes up.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, those are nice shoes.
If you have any interesting family phrases, by all means, send them to us.
Another email here.
Yes.
For those of you who are not up to speed, first week of the shoeing of the week, 0-9 so far. A couple of people making suggestions that I pick all 17 games or 17, how many, 30, 16 games? How many games? I need to pick them all so I can get right back into the game coming up this weekend. That's not out of the question.
Yeah, because you're not going to go 0-16.
No, what are the odds of that?
Or 0-20 if you double shot.
Yeah. Anyway, this guy says, his name's Brian. He's from Dayton, Ohio, beautiful Montgomery County. I enter your pigskin pick'em every year. This is the first time I picked every loser.
Oh, man.
No need to check my entry. Has to be just as hard as picking all the winners. And
True.
The way I figure it. This week, I got the big green goose egg. Thank you, Brian.
Well, once again, you can win the big green egg. Pick all the winners for week 2. You can get the entries in starting today. We'll find out who won week 1 at some point today. We'll do the math. All you got to do is pick the winners. Forget about the point spread, et cetera, et cetera. BobandTom.com/contest. If you're just getting up, what a Monday nighter.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers injured on the 4th play of the game for the Jets on offense, and it looks like his Achilles tendon has come unattached from his leg, and he's out
really
for the
awful.
season, if not
maybe.
career.
They're going to do, I think that said that there's an MRI today, I believe.
Yep, and the Jets win last night in overtime, 22-16 over the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, man.
It was an exciting game, but no. Dear Chick, last weekend I attempted to watch an episode of an old British show. I know you're into British television. It's called Midsummer Murders. I'm very familiar. They were in Badger's Drift. Yes.
Is that where you got?
That's where I got the Badger's Drift.
I remember you telling us about that one.
There was Badger's Drift. Tom childishly said there was another city near Badger's Drift.
What was it called?
Snatcher's Cleft.
Snatcher's Cleft, of course.
Yes. I had a good laugh. I said, this chick has evidently watched this. And then he said, by the way, watch Unforgotten. Yes, I've seen Unforgotten. Season 5 starting right now. It's an amazing show. Okay, we're done. Kansas City Chiefs signed Chris Jones to just a 1-year contract so he can be back on the field. He's in the middle of a holdout, but now that's over, of course, for this season anyway. They're going to have the same problem coming up in this offseason. He could be on the field against the Jaguars in Week 2. Jones entering the final year of a 4-year, $80 million deal. However, during the holdout, he gave up a $500,000 workout bonus, fined $50,000 each day for missing mandatory minicamp, and forfeited nearly $1.1 million his first game check for holding out through Week 1. It's unclear whether the provisions in his new deal will allow Jones to recoup the millions he already lost. Online betting site DraftKings has apologized for offering a September 11th themed parlay.
Is that right?
On the night before the 22nd anniversary of September 11th terrorist attacks, Sportsbook offered a, quote, never forget, close quote, betting option.
Wow.
Featuring 3 New York sports teams, the Mets, Yankees, and the Jets. The parlay's accompanying text read, quote, never forget, bet these New York teams to win tonight on 9/11.
Man, that made it through the hands and eyes of
You know a
dozen
lot of
people?
people.
Yeah. Like that work there?
I think the limit on too soon is at least 22 years. That's just in terrible taste.
Oh.
Did they yank it?
Yes. In a statement sent to the Boston Globe, DraftKings said, "We sincerely apologize for the featured parlay that was shared briefly in commemoration of 9/11. We respect the significance of this day for our country and especially for the families of those who were directly affected."
I do know that I'm gearing up for the December 7th Pearl Harbor parlay where you have to guess 7 games.
Sure.
Too soon.
Well, not too soon, but certainly in line with the problem.
Yes, I'm kidding. For God's sake. Jeez, that is...
Tom, hide behind I'm kidding. That'll work.
No, I'm just... I'm with Josh on this. How many eyeballs did that go by and someone didn't go, this is a terrible idea?
I mean, I don't think there was any malice intended. It's just tasteless.
But
it's just tasteless. That's all. It's like it's not how one wants to commemorate.
Disrespectful, really.
Yeah.
company run by really young people that don't remember maybe or don't have any idea how bad it was?
You know, Christy brings up a good point. That's the problem with our country.
Young punks?
Yeah.
Young punks.
Of
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Younger than, how old are you?
I'm 45.
Younger than 40, let's say. Yeah.
We'll get Willie on the phone.
We can all get behind that.
Willie's in Chicago. He'll be joining us a little bit later on this morning. Also, Jess Hooker today and Kostaki Economopoulos with our NFL update.
And by the way, Tom is making me do this story. I'm doing it under protest.
All right.
A new study reveals that the numbers on a football player's jersey affect how they are perceived. In 2019, hang on.
This is a long scientific study. It's really
Don't question
interesting.
him. I tried earlier.
Oh, okay.
It's a short putt to anger. 2019, an ESPN report explored the reason so many football wide receivers prefer to wear jersey numbers between 10 and 19. The story found that many athletes believed lower numbers made them look faster and slimmer. Now, researchers at UCLA have found evidence to support that notion, they say. Scientists found that participants perceived those wearing jersey numbers from 10 to 19 look thinner than those in jerseys numbered from 80 to 89, even when the body sizes were the same.
Well, aren't they perceived because that's the position they play and the players are usually smaller than the defensive guys?
No, this was a really I don't want to go into it. It's very complicated and the based on photographs of the same people with different numbers on, people perceive them as being thinner if they had the lower numbers.
How about that?
Okay.
And it started.
Why would that be advantageous in football to appear slimmer?
Because they thought they appeared to be fat. The players said they appeared to be faster.
Huh.
So.
And why are you taking this so seriously? Like I'm afraid to joke about this story.
That's my point.
Because you've like set a tone here that this is like a really important thing.
Well, because I thought that
it's not. It's absolutely not. It's one of the stupidest wastes of time I've ever seen in my adult life.
I was under the impression players did not have a choice. They have a certain range of numbers they can pick from depending on their position.
And this is the first year the NFL opened that. It's wide open.
Okay, this year. But if this study was in 2019, those players didn't have a choice.
The study was based on the perception that the players had in 2019.
Interesting.
And if you keep reading, it said the number 69 makes you look cooler.
For sure.
See that?
At the very least, funnier, cooler.
Yeah.
Well, now we have something we can hang our hat on.
When you're in the, can you imagine being in the locker room and one of these huge O-line guys go, "Hey, does this never make my butt look big?" My wife said I got a big fat ass.
Do people use the number?
I guess it makes sense that 88 looks fatter than 11.
Yeah.
Exactly. Twice as fat.
Is this where I say that the Dallas Cowboys have number 88 is very important to them? There's the 88 Club with Michael Irvin and Drew Pearson and Des Bryant.
So is anybody allowed to have the jersey?
Not just anybody. 88 is sacred.
Oh, gotcha.
And you can join the 88 clubs. C.D. Lamb had some trouble getting into the 88
But they're going to look
club.
fatter.
It's just a number.
And when you look fatter, you can't run as fast.
This is a survey that someone who has no idea what the NFL is or why they're playing would find interesting.
A scientific study at UCLA.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I feel bad for the person who had to write about it.
Until...
Hey, Johnson, you're on the numbers story.
This story that he's also forcing me to read.
Somehow worse.
Oh, at least
bad.
as bad.
I feel bad for the paper itself.
This was such a wonderful day. Why did they waste it doing this survey? The NFL is partnering with Disney and ESPN for Toy Story Fun Day Football, the game between the Falcons and the Jaguars.
Great.
I don't know. I don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means, yeah.
USA Today reports, they still in business? Reports that while the teams square off at Wembley in London, the game will be simultaneously recreated in Andy's room.
Oh, my God.
Really?
What?
Isn't that fun?
Because the NFL isn't a product that's the most popular sport in the history of the earth. They have to have the slime games and now the Toy Story game.
It's getting kids excited about football.
Kids would be excited about it anyway.
You got an end zone in me. That's all I had.
I like that.
Thank you.
Well, can you do your? It's one of my favorite things you do, Pat.
What?
You're a Randy Newman.
I just said what I know you mean.
The great Randy Newman and his. You have a little tribute that he does.
Yeah, it's Randy Newman attempts the Beatles.
Oh.
Hey, Jude. Don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let it into your heart. Oh, then you can start to make it feel better. Na 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 na.
Everybody,
just the left side. Na 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 na. Now everybody. I'm in charge here. Na 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 na. Singer's always in charge. Na 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 na. Back to sports.
Wasn't that fun?
Anyway, using tracking technology, the plays from the Falcons-Jaguars game will be converted into animation-style football players.
Okay.
With Woody and Buzz on the sidelines to follow the action.
Great.
ESPN said all surrounding aspects of the game, announcers, graphics, scoreboard, penalty announcements, celebrations, and more will also embrace the Toy Story theme.
Last time he did it, a Buzz was like 8 beers in, and he found out why he got his nickname.
Oh, boy, that is a shame.
Buzz was hammered. And then Woody got his head ripped off.
Chick, where could one see such a...
In an out-of-bounds play, it was really awful. They had the guy come in and sew his head back on.
Oh.
And at the very beginning, it was really sad when they found out that this whole thing had... Andy's dad had some gambling debts, so he tried to rig the game.
Oh, man. There's a whole... A lot of backstory.
Or are you going to be watching the Toy Story NFL game?
Well, I'm not, but if you'd like to, it'll be available on Disney Plus, one of the channels on ESPN Plus, and
for kids.
Do we have a date on
expendable income, not for
October 1st.
I always love
October 1st.
Hey, families, watch this. You gotta pay. That should be on ABC. It should be for free. Oh, I hate when they do this stuff.
Yeah, stuff. Well, the Barbie movie's on demand. Did you hear what they're charging?
What do you mean?
I think it's like 34, right?
$29.99 to watch Barbie.
That's
so
not,
before you push the button.
That's not out of the.
No.
Yeah, there were Marvel Avengers Endgame. I think
that's a hell of a good deal if you have a slumber party. You have 6 people over. You have a family of 4,
and then you got a gallon of tequila to drink while your kids watch that piece of crap. Oh, sorry.
I sometimes don't like things I don't understand too.
Yeah, that's it. That was it.
Well, I've heard there's a lot going on there, and I can see you missing most of it.
You can't see me not caring after 5 minutes.
Well, that probably, if you would, what am I doing?
A lot of people think it's funny.
What am I doing?
A lot of people, I could go on give you a list of comedians a lot of people think are funny.
Yeah, that's true.
And yet
it's a personal thing.
And yet you continue to have me on.
Where are you going to watch that game?
Hey, NFL is here. That means fall is almost here. And if you're settling back into busier routines, kids at school, spare time, filled practices, activities, your home might be sitting empty and vulnerable. That's why we recommend Simply Safe Home Security, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. And now, of course, they have the revolutionary home monitoring innovation, the 24/7 LifeGuard protection designed to help stop crime in real time. If an intruder breaks into your home, Simply Safe professional monitoring agents actually see, speak to, and deter them through Simply Safe's new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera, stopping them in their tracks. 24/7 lifeguard protection made possible by the new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera, available with the Fast Protect monitoring plan, the only indoor security camera that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with a built-in siren. Install your way, of course. Do it yourself in about 30 minutes. I did, so that can be implied. Anyone could do it. Or, you can have a Simply Safe expert set it up for you. Either way, easy to protect your home with Simply Safe. And now, for a limited time, get 20% off your new system. You sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Visit simplysafetom.com now. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
By the way, Christy, 80% of wide receivers changed their numbers to between 10 and 19 as soon as it was allowed.
Please shut up about that.
80%. No. Again, this is you think Barbie's important? No, it's science.
I didn't say.
When we come back, we have.
Oh, wait a minute! This just in.
False start. Offense. The entire offensive line.
Do you have the other one?
That's my sports.
I love the other one.
That's my sport.
Foul number 99 of the defense. After he tackled the quarterback, he's giving them business down there.
He's giving him the business.
And I think
I love that guy.
He was taking his fist and rubbing it into his other hand when he was saying he's giving him the business.
Do you think he got in trouble for saying it that way, though?
I hope not.
No, I think those guys are working in real time. That is the toughest job in the world.
Oh, I agree, but
I'm building a bridge.
I've got a nomination for toughest job in the world. I'd like to hear my thoughts about that.
Okay, micro-dick. We have
micro-dick.
That seems.
We have Dracula.
You want to meet me behind the couch?
We have orangutan or tang. You say what you want.
Thank you.
Orangutan is only for the ladies. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email.
Yesterday we were talking about hickeys.
Yeah.
I have a story for you.
Which one of your daughters has one?
You had those hickeys, yeah. Oh, and your daughters. Yeah.
No, nobody has hickeys, but we have death by hickey.
Death by hickey?
Mm-hmm.
Well.
My boyfriend was a vampire.
Were that me, I'm sure the officers would stand over my body and say, I have a feeling this is how he'd wanted to go.
More chalk.
Yes, because I'm so gigantic.
Oh, my God.
One stick of chalk would never be enough.
We had to use a whole box of chalk to outline his...
Look at him. He had to take his headphones off, lean back, and he's screaming with laughter.
He's just an awful person. I wish I were an actual Sportsasaurus. I'd rip your body, your limbs.
More chalk.
Lucky numbers.
Man, if that weren't funny, I'd be so mad.
You know what, Josh? I ate all day yesterday, and I really feel good about it, so screw him. You know what? It doesn't matter.
I was just trying to lighten the sad picture we all had of Josh lying there dead.
Oh.
Maybe lighten the mood.
You know, I think that's even more insulting. He's taken an insult to you and tried to spin it into a positive.
Oh, yeah, that's what's insulting.
Good God.
It's literally just water.
Mouth it.
Mouth it? Has that been throwing you guys off? Like, I've been told that when I drink out of bottles that I really, wrap my whole mouth around them or whatever. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what people are talking about. How we doing, fellas?
Here we go, last one.
All right.
You guys! I'm sailing away. Set an open course for the Virgin Sea. 'Cause I've got to be free. Free to face the life that's ahead of me. I'm born were born. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try. Oh Lord, I'll try. Everybody, here we go, Jimmy. To carry on. Come on, kids, sing with me. Bob and Tom. Yeah, a gathering of angels appeared above my head. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come on, folks. Too high. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. We rock it, come sail away, Jimmy. Come sail away with me. Going up the chords now. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away. La Bamba.
And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. So continue.
From the exclusive Bob and Tom Salon comes a brand new fragrance.
Oblivious.
Hello, sir. Can I help you?
Hello, yes. I seem to have lost my room key and I need another.
Name?
It's McCartney.
McCarthy?
No, it's McCartney.
Oblivious. That's one of those tricky Irish names that gives my computer fits. So is it MC with one big C, or one of those with a cute little C and a big C, or just two big C's?
It's a little C and then a big C.
Okay, then. And your first name?
Well, it's Paul McCartney.
Okay, Mr. McCartney. And are you here with a group?
Not anymore.
Oblivious.
This is the scent for the unaware.
You know, one of the most meaningful things that's happened to me since I've been the president. Oops.
Oblivious.
This is the scent for the intellectually absent.
Good morning, sports fans.
Good morning, Chick. What do you have for us today?
Well, I've got nothing.
Great.
Oblivious.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Oblivious.
Oblivious perfume is available at fine retail outlets everywhere. In fact, it's probably right in front of you and you didn't even notice. Oblivious.
You know, it'll take time to restore chaos, but we will.
Oblivious.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
We have comedian Nick Griffin.
You ever seen a person complain in a fast food restaurant? That's amazing to me. What's taking this kid so long? Why is he going so slow? Why is he going so slow? Well, he's rethinking every bad decision he's ever made in his life. What got him to this horrible, awful place?
Shut up, your fries are coming.
And they seem a little irritable, too.
He has to summon all his energy to keep from turning around and stabbing you in the eyeball with the spork, you fat jackass. Just got an entire meal for $3 and never got out of the car. And you're complaining.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, limping along, and here's Tom Griswold working his nose. I don't know what he's doing.
Pardon me. Speaking of limping, the bad news in the NFL last night, Aaron Rodgers, what is it, 4 plays in?
4 plays in. He
maybe have career-ending injury.
Tore his Achilles tendon. That's what I say it's 99%. You can see it tear on the video.
Oh, no.
And somebody sent me an email, possibly a joke. They said technically Aaron Rodgers played 5 snaps. Four plays and the snap of his Achilles tendon.
Oh, no good.
No, that's a good joke. It may be.
It's hurtful. Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Might sting, but
okay.
Jets won in overtime last night, 22-16, and a walk-off punt return for a touchdown by the Jets, and their little wide receiver Xavier Gibson, who caught the imagination of. If you watched Hard Knocks on HBO, there was a question whether he was even going to be on the team. He's undrafted, and they called him in. It was very touching scene. They kept him on the team, and there you go.
Rodgers' injury, good for Hard Knocks or bad for Hard Knocks?
I don't know. You mean to pick another team in the future? I don't think that.
Oh, is Hard Knocks over?
No. They have to pick a new team coming up for next season.
Right, but this season, is this good for ratings or bad for ratings, do you think? The
I don't know how other people watch it, but once
it's over.
Regular season begins, I don't give it another thought or look at it again.
Didn't you say that Peyton couldn't get anybody to do his
Peyton's doing, he's responsible for that quarterback series
and
on
he can't get anybody to
Netflix,
sign up.
and he can't get anyone to sign up. That's right.
Didn't he say that if it were him, he wouldn't do it back in the day?
He kind of sort of leaning that way, but then he said he's giving the quarterbacks who want to participate total cooperation and telling them they're going to do everything to make them look great.
They did.
Well, if you can make Kirk Cousins look like a nice guy.
He looks like a nice guy.
Well,
you think that was because it was edited?
Yeah.
Conspiracy theorist.
You know, Kirk Cousins did not want to play in Washington anymore. The main reason was the cheerleaders were too scantily clad. You realize that
may have been an excuse. Maybe he didn't want to play for a horse's ass.
Well, that's true, too, but that's the guy you're
okay, all right. I'm just saying. Okay.
These are my beliefs, and I'm going to force them on.
So no new episodes of Hard Knocks this season?
No.
Okay, so that doesn't affect that.
It covers the training camp aspect of the NFL.
I gotcha.
And then there is another NFL season on. Is Amazon Prime still doing that? The entire season?
One of the streaming services does something.
Oh.
Yeah. And, of course, the NFL also recreating Toy Story for one game this year. It's fun. Yeah, it sounds like
I don't know how they're going to do that.
I don't know why you would watch.
It's fun.
Is it going to look like they're on one of those electric football fields?
I'm not sure how it's going to work, or if the puppets are going to be looking up at television screens. I don't know.
Live sports are becoming a key to any streaming subscription. The subscriptions are slowing to a crawl.
Live sports are the key to everything because no one watches anything in real time anymore.
Right, so every streaming subscription service will have some sort of live. So this is Disney's way of doing it.
I would be okay with this Toy Story angle if Mr. Potato Head were going to be a ref. At least a ref in real time.
Last night's game was on ABC, ESPN, and the Manning cast was on ESPN2.
Okay. Yeah. You guys know I'm a pretty hardcore capitalist, but when it comes to things like football, I think it should be accessible for free on some level. And especially if you're going to bring kids into it, let poorer kids be able to see this stuff.
I guess it's not the kids' fault they're poor, is it?
Not at all. Well, my family was poor because they had 4 kids. So
because of you.
Yeah. If my parents hadn't had us, they would have been.
So where do you fall in the roster of kids? 1, 2, 3, 4.
2, yeah.
Okay,
so I was still planned. I was one of the planned ones.
Oh, really? So do you often tell that to your younger brothers?
We tell Joe that he was a surprise.
That's got to make him feel good.
Well, we don't say he was an accident.
Deep down.
Be honest. Didn't you say with 3 or 4 you had to say, "Oh, come on"? You had to say that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're what?
You already nailed it. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Why do you want lesser children?
I see. What else is happening?
That's a great question, Tom. Golfer who had a hole-in-one. Oh, no, we need to go to college football, first of all. And you guys know that, I don't know who started this, but when a defensive team has an interception or a fumble recovery or makes a great play, they have they put gold chains on the player who's responsible. They call it the turnover chain, or there's several different approaches to this. Well, the Akron Zips have the turnover tire.
Oh,
because Akron, Ohio.
Sure, the rubber capital
of the world. And it's gone viral that the Akron Zips pulled out a celebration called the turnover tire. And the player who intercepted the pass against Morgan State, they won the game. The Zips, he put the tire around his neck. Zips linebacker Julian Richardson wore the turnover tire.
Yeah.
I think we should start doing that here on the show.
And it's much more fun than when they, in some other countries, they take a tire and set it on fire when they put it around somebody.
This is more fun, yes. Yeah.
This is more.
I'd like to say
a lighter.
That here's what I was thinking, mentioning that. I saw that on a highlight of one of my sports shows, and I laughed out loud, and I thought, I'll share this.
Yes.
I think this would be funny. Yeah. I'm laughing. I'm sure other people would
No
laugh.
negativity could creep into this.
What could... And all of a sudden, let's put a tire on him and set him on fire.
Well, that's a thing. It's done in certain countries.
There you go.
A way to torture people.
Harsh.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, that person, no matter what, they set that tire on fire on your neck, you're not having a good year.
Oh. Ironically, Akron is Firestone, I believe.
Well, ironically, the tire was a Firestone.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, please spare us any more of that sort of talk.
What is wrong with him?
I love that lady.
She knows what she's doing.
Why would you do something like this?
I'm sorry. The sportscast was so boring. I was
more sports
I thought
coming
it was
up.
a cute little
I enjoyed
story.
it. It was great.
The turnover tire.
Is it a car tire or a bicycle tire?
It looked like a motorcycle tire, to be quite honest. It wasn't a
you can see his head.
Wasn't an SUV tire.
Like a big tractor tire. Hey, Butch, you in there?
Butch! That's his football name in his brain, Butch.
Right. When we come back, we have...
Oh, we're coming back.
Oh, yeah, we have a orangutan throwing another animal.
Orangutan.
We have a Dracula update.
Oh, what's he up to?
And Christy, don't get too upset, but a lot of wine has been lost.
Yeah, I saw it.
We'll find out about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
When we decided to do this, I said, Tom, we should do a Tim Wilson song. And this is really hard. I practiced and man, I sucked. You just can't do a Tim Wilson song. So I took liberties with some of Timmy's songs and whipped a song together in honor of Tim. Help me get through this, folks. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's too bad. He really loved his trailer park woman. Didn't care much for Dr. Phil. I'm sure he started the church league fist fight, and his ass got tired of Shaquille O'Neal. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would say. Now he's sporting wings. And he taught Jesus Christ the booty song. We all thought he'd go to Chuck E. Cheese hell. With George Bush, George Strait, George Patton, and George Orwell. A hillbilly homeboy, I could be wrong. But I know he's tired of me singing this song. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he asked Jesus Christ to join his band. They're singing Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye. Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond.
Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Time now for Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
The game of football we are familiar with today has changed somewhat from the original version invented in the mid-19th century. With roots in rugby and soccer, the game used an odd egg-shaped ball made from a pig's bladder. Several Ivy League colleges had teams that competed, and eventually professional clubs were formed. In one of the most violent and famous games in history, the Redskins soundly defeated the Cowboys on the field at Little Bighorn Stadium in Montana. The quarterback, George Custer, was not available for comment after the game.
This has been Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Was he a good dad?
I don't know. My dad grew up like pre-Oprah Winfrey, so he was like an old school guy. He doesn't know how to like be like, look, son, I love you. You're not doing well in school. Let's work this out.
Right.
Instead, I'd be watching TV, and this is why he would convey that thought. He'd just come walking in and just go, study! and then he would walk out. Like, that was going to motivate me. Like, oh, gee, Dad, I never looked at it that way.
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, let me,
Ding, the bell goes off over your head.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Oh, study!
See, he used to try to train the dog like that. We got this dog. He was like trying to teach him how to sit, and it's like he's starting off calm. Like the first few minutes, he'd just be going, all right, sit. Come on, sit. Sit down. And like literally 5 minutes later, he's just like, you're going to get over there. You're going to sit down. The dog's literally like, walking in circles, peeing on the rug. Like, okay, I don't know what you want, but I know I'm not doing it.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately, I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
Oh, yeah.
I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Good morning, Chick McGee. How are you? You like it?
There's Ace Cosby.
Did you sing that in choir?
We never did sing City of New Orleans.
Oh, because that's a big choir song, isn't
it really?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Sounds like it would be.
Did they ever?
You're right.
Did they ever give the Steve Goodman estate credit for the TV show Good Morning America? Because I mean that's what that. Well, the phrase "Good Morning America, how are you?" comes from the great Steve Goodman song made famous by Arlo Guthrie, "City of New Orleans." Just wondering if he got credit where credit is due.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Oh, good. Glad
See, he was dismissive.
Put an end to that.
Of course, insensitive. Yes, these things are all true.
You have never mind. We're not doing this.
You're not engaging him?
I have a letter.
There hasn't been anything new in Tom's brain since 1969. Everything is a retread of everything. Everything's responsible for something
You're
that
wrong.
happened
It's
before.
73.
73. Okay.
The point is, got a letter here.
Yes.
Dear Bob and Tom Show. This comes to us from Chris. I had a massage therapist working on my hip. When she began going toward my backside, she warned me she was about to get very close to my gluteal cleft.
Oh.
I had no problem with her rubbing me there. The problem I had was realizing that this is a phrase that Tom uses. It's the first time in my 50 years on Earth I have heard anyone other than Tom use the words gluteal cleft.
All right.
In hindsight, I'm glad she said gluteal cleft. If she had said bunghole or chocolate starfish, I'd question my choice of massage therapist.
Butt crack.
I don't know. Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Whatever.
No, there's a certain level of professionalism. Sure. Would you want your doctor to say, all right, Chuck, I'm going to have to penetrate your chocolate starfish and take a look at the old wee-wee coming up in the next part of the exam? No, you want professionalism. You want a certain level of sophistication from your touchy-feely doctor.
I had a massage when I was in Austin.
No kidding.
And it was magnificent. It was wonderful. Like an honest, like a real, not a
real one, not
a real. Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, get your
Not a happy ending.
Not a strip mall
Help my
massage.
neck. It was great. Yeah.
Did they get near the gluteal cleft?
Oh, work the hell out of
They
it.
work your knee there?
Oh,
Your left knee?
You got to release that piriformis right there in your.
What's this? Wait a minute. We got a question here. Yes, Josh.
Jack out? What'd you do there?
No, she did not.
She didn't jack out?
Okay.
Boy, that was creepy sounding.
You don't want to talk to that guy.
No, you don't.
But when you have a massage, they have that table with a hole where your face goes.
Sure.
I didn't know that was for the face.
You stick your face in that hole. That's a little unnerving. But I was very comfortable. They had the music and the mist.
Someone was telling me that there's a place, I don't know, where they have a TV down there.
No.
Oh, that's nice.
No.
Yes.
That's very
That sounds nice.
Why would you want a TV down there?
I don't know, but that's what they were saying.
Christy, I am with you. I think a massage
The
should
whole
be
point.
completely
Yes.
stimulus free.
Right.
But I could see where maybe some people.
And then I knew someone that was recovering from what's it called? A tear in their eye. What's that called?
A detached retina.
Detached retina. And they had to lie down for a long time, and they had to be on face down. And they had to.
That was you.
Had that.
Yeah, but this was
That was you.
I was on my side.
Oh.
The way mine detached. I had to lie on my side for 17 days.
Your whole brain's detached.
Is that true? You have a detached brain?
I know you are, but what am I?
Oh, he got me.
Could we move on?
I don't make monkeys. I don't make monkeys. What's Pee Wee?
I train them.
I train them.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. Dear Tom,
Yes.
a pussy warbler
Yes.
is a bird.
Okay, I thought maybe.
Okay, that explains it.
Explaining earlier when you went out of your mind.
No, some woman said that her Nana would always say,
Nana was filthy, obviously.
a pussy warbler. She would describe people as a pussy warbler. I thought I saw a pussy warbler. I did see a pussy warbler.
I thought it was Puss Warbler.
I am finding nothing on
A
that.
pussy warbler. Well, who knows? I'm just saying that's what the letter said. So,
But I'm finding.
can we move on?
I've often wondered that. A golfer who hit hole-in-one to win a $90,000 Mercedes-Benz is now fighting the prize-granting company after the prize was withheld from her.
Oh.
Okay.
According to a lawsuit filed in Florida, a golf tournament fundraiser was organized by Timothy Galvin.
Yes.
Contest organizer.
I'm Tim Galvin.
Tim
Contest
Galvin.
organizer.
And his company, Tournament Golf Events. A fundraiser was held at Isleworth Golf and Country Club, where Mrs. Linda Chen hit a hole
country club, huh?
Hit a hole in one on the 11th to win a Mercedes E-Class. Oh, well, that explains the 90th. However, when she tried to claim the prize, Galvin, quote, refused to engage in a discussion regarding the claim. Galvin told Fox News that Chen did not disclose her full history as a golfer when she registered, which would have disqualified her from winning the prize.
Oh. I see.
In her complaint, Chen argues she only competed... In her complaint, Chen argues, I only competed as a professional golfer from 1994 to 1996, and I've been officially registered as an amateur with the U.S. Golf Association for more than 15 years. Chen is seeking either Mercedes E-Class or $90,000 the car's value.
She's officially designated as an amateur.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I think you have to be a pretty good amateur to be designated by the PGA. I'm not designated as an amateur.
You may be right, but I think...
And she was a professional golfer in
At
94,
one time.
95, and 96.
Can't they split the difference? Give her a Pontiac or something?
Well, Pontiac, that'd be tough.
They don't make Pontiacs anymore.
I know nothing about cars.
How about an Edsel or a Duesenberg? How about one of those?
Because you see these at a lot of these charity tournaments, and they know that they're going to have whatever every year. They're going to have to give away 3 cars out of the hundreds of tournaments they have. So it's kind of a gamble.
Right.
Interesting. I wonder if the questionnaire said, "Have you ever been a professional golfer?"
It must have, I would think.
I mean, even professional golfers, I'm sure there's some pros out there who have never had a hole in one.
Oh, of course.
What do you think?
I was pretty sure one of our comedian guests here recently had 3 holes in one in 1 year, didn't he?
Astounding.
Something like that. Amazing.
A very good golfer.
That's one every 4 months.
Well,
he lied right to our faces. Why did we not question it?
Yeah.
It could happen.
I could get this by these hay seeds. Watch this.
Yeah, if it were an easy par 3 course or something.
I don't know.
Well,
it could happen.
I thought, what do you think? Should she get the car?
Come on.
I think they'd probably just give her $90,000. You know, I wouldn't give her the car. Just
out of principle.
You'd give her $90,000.
Teach her a lesson.
Isn't it an astonishing amount of game show contestants who don't take the prizes because they have to pay the sales tax?
Yeah.
Like, isn't it something like 80% of cars that people win, they are left unclaimed? It's something crazy.
Don't they get them and sell them?
No, because they have to pay the sales tax immediately and they can't afford it. Game shows are, yeah. If you win something, you should win it. The game show should cover the sales tax.
Yeah, tell the IRS.
I'm just saying, the IRS will get their money.
Do you pay your taxes? Yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I have to do so today.
Is that right?
Quarterlies are due in 2 days or so, yeah.
I'll be daggone.
And I always write choke on it on the check. It's going to come back and bite me in the ass.
Let's see, Mr. Arnold. We at the office. Yes, we have one of your photographs.
Yes, yeah.
It's on our dartboard.
You're the one who's been telling us to, what is it, choke on it?
Yes, it's right under the clock because the clock is ticking for your audit. I'm sorry. Back to Chick.
Nope. More sports coming up, including we got a fight at a bowling alley.
Oh, no. That's not a place for fighting. It's a place for loving.
If you're in a bowling alley and a fight breaks out, is it okay to pick up a pin and swing it around if you're in a fight?
No, because that would have meant that you may have accidentally touched the alley with your foot, and that's a scratch.
You'd have to
mark it 0.
Run down.
That's a fault. Yeah.
Mark it 0.
Okay.
This isn't knob.
Christy, what have you got coming up?
Oh, coming up, we have spicy food in the news. We have Dracula as a vegetarian.
No, he isn't.
We have orangutans. We have robots.
Wait a minute. If ketchup...
Fans of
if ketchup is a vegetable, why can't Dracula be a vegetarian?
Because there's
no logic
there. Hemoglobin, whatever whatever sustains him.
What did... never mind. Why am I talking to this idiot? Right now, I want to talk about Steven Singer Jewelers because
you think
Steven...
there's somebody named Peter Demeter? Do you think? Never mind. Go ahead.
Are you just free associating?
No, the
over there?
vampire. Josh gets me.
Yeah, it was on the Demeter is the ship that
Demeter,
took
the ship
Dracula.
that's according to
There
the
was
Dracula.
a recent failed movie that 4 people saw.
It doesn't make it any less a big part of the legend. Read a book, why don't you?
I'm just explaining to Christy. Peter Demeter would be a good name for a porn star.
Sure.
At least in a place where they were metric. He'd be Peter DeFoot here. Like, okay. Steven Singer is not a fan of the laboratory and the laboratory lab-grown diamonds. I call them Franken diamonds. So he dislikes them so much, these lab-grown diamonds, he'll be happy to hand you one when you buy a real one from him. The exact details are posted at IHateStevenSinger.com. Free lab-grown diamond. What am I talking about? I'm talking about how much Steven Singer loves real, natural, earth-born diamonds. There's some engagement rings out there right now in Steven Singer Jewelers showroom. Lots of other diamond stuff. Find out what there's there by going. Just check it out. IHateStevenSinger.com. Famous for his great shipping and famous for getting your gifts out the same day they're ordered when you go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Also, the guarantee, if you want to upgrade one of those real diamonds, you're going to get the full value of the first one when you get that second one, and so on and so forth. Bob and Tom Show listeners are too smart to fall for paying for something you can't get for free. You can get for free, I should say, from our friend Steven Singer. So, once again, IHateStevenSinger.com is the place to go to find out about real, natural, earth-born diamonds. Show how much you love her, perhaps, with that engagement ring. Now is the time. IHateStevenSinger.com. Also, as Chick alluded to, the Spicy Food Challenge may have been fatal. We'll find out what the story is on that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good to see you guys. What are you going to play?
We'll play Sunny Road. Here we go.
Okay.
My wife listens to ASMR. I don't know if you guys know what ASMR is or stands for. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And I don't know what that is either. It means whispering. That's all that is. Bob Ross, he's whispering. And he paints on the canvas and it's all scratchy. And he takes the paintbrush and dips it into the water and hits it on the easel to beat the devil out of it. And then sometimes Bob would have his squirrel in studio and the squirrel would be like, that's ASMR. I'm home from school, 3rd grade, just being like, I don't know why I'm so relaxed. But Bob, you're doing it right today. That's That's what my wife listens to every single night. Her favorite lady, she's got 3-inch fingernails, and this Wolverine woman is always just click-clacking on things with their fingernails, typing on a keyboard, and out of nowhere she'll be like, I'm gonna eat a big pickle. And I'm like, I'm about to fall asleep right now. Turn this off, I'm driving.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Is Jimmy Pardo. You are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Introducing Evasive, the cologne.
Is it a cologne for men?
Oh, yes, but not ordinary men.
Evasive.
Evasive.
Evasive. It's the cologne for congressmen.
What's it smell like?
It's a tantalizing aroma that tickles the senses.
Evasive.
Okay, but what's it smell like?
It's a blend of scents that brings out the man.
What's it smell like?
Evasive.
Evasive. It's a delicate taste of odors derived from the delicious mixture of fine fragrances.
All right, come on. What's it smell like? Is it a musk? Is it an aftershave?
Evasive.
Let me answer your question with another question, and that is, what's best for the American people?
What does that have to do with how it smells?
What is the definition of the word smell, anyway?
So you're not going to tell me what it smells like?
You keep asking me what it smells like. Well, I'm trying to answer you, but you won't let me.
My God, you still haven't answered me.
Evasive.
Evasive, the cologne for congressmen.
Evasive, the cologne for congressmen, bottled in Washington, D.C.
Evasive.
Evasive. When you want answers,
we've got questions.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. And the relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This.
It's okay to take a breath. You don't have to. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
Josh Arnold's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
You know, I appreciate our listeners, especially those who write in to tell me how correct I am. It means a lot. I'm not going to bother you guys with it.
I have the opposite if you want.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey.
I wasn't going to read it, but now
No, please do. You know me. If I say something wrong, I like to be corrected.
There's Tom Griswold.
Well, you'll have to do the story first. Real quick, we have a comedy show coming up, a bunch of them, but this one is really special. We're all going to be doing the radio show from the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin. That special event will be Friday morning, November 17th.
Well, when I'm not rushing back and forth and picking up my winnings,
of course.
I might not be able to be bothered with the radio show that morning.
You'll be due. The way things are
Absolutely.
going. Details can be found at North Star Casino Resort /entertainment. That's North Star Casino Resort /entertainment. Should be fun. The first 200 people to attend the broadcast of the morning show get free tickets to the comedy show.
How about that?
Okay, details on that all coming up. Okay, I'm sorry, back to you, Chick.
3 women arrested following what police are calling a large-scale brawl at a Massachusetts bowling alley.
Boy.
The East Long Meadow Police Department said officers responded to the bowling alley called the Shaker Bowl for a report of multiple people fighting inside the bowling alley.
I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together.
I think it's so groovy now.
I love that song.
Officer, thanks, Josh.
Oh, sorry. I do too.
You don't like that tune?
Now that you like it, I don't.
Okay, thank you.
Officer Zachary Paremba described the scene as absolute chaos.
Oh, boy.
10 to 15 people actively fighting. Chairs and bowling balls flying through the air in all directions.
Like Master and Commander in there.
Evidently. Authorities say Officer Paremba forced to quickly restrain and handcuff 2 different women who were raising bowling balls over their heads to throw at other people.
Oh,
those are deadly weapons.
Yes.
3 women attempted murder, right?
Yeah.
3 women ultimately arrested on charges of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, and disorderly conduct. Attempted murder can't be far behind. Come on.
It's weird they were arresting him. They had to stop and give the rental shoes back.
There's a little blood on these, but that's fine. Man, oh, man.
I hope they have some money with them.
What do you do if you
They'll need some spare change to pay their bail.
Oh
I'm sorry, chick. I stopped you.
He loves it.
That's Ace Cosby level, right
He
there.
loves it.
No, he doesn't. He's laughing to fill the silence.
It's a radio check.
I know you better than that.
But now, when you teased this story earlier,
I didn't, did I?
Yes. And apparently, Josh said something about hitting someone with a bowling pin. You mentioned that chick, and Josh, you said,
Is
what?
it okay to swing it around?
I said don't go get that pin, because potentially you have stepped on the alley there with the shoe, and maybe it's a fault or a scratch.
That would be a foul.
Whoever said it's a fault is wrong.
Oh.
Writes Nick. It's actually a foul when you step across the foul line.
Sorry.
Nick wanted you to...
Wait a minute.
He's put, Dear Mr. Arnold.
Well,
thank you, Nick.
This Nick person felt it necessary to send us an email.
I love it.
Making that distinction.
On the teaser, not even the story itself.
First, we can't get mad when windbags win bag. And Nick, thank you for teaching me. I appreciate it.
And then a bowling ball is a deadly weapon.
It must be.
And there's a very famous criminal case involving death by bowling ball.
Ah, yes.
No, I'm not joking.
No, the state of Delaware versus Brunswick.
That would be very clever, but that would be distraction from the truth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that this show is for facts.
I actually met the bowling ball murderess.
You did?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Remember this, Christy?
I was not involved in this.
Oh, you weren't there that day?
I don't believe I was there that day.
We had a softball game against the women's prison.
Who knows if this really happened?
Oh, it did.
What they were telling Tom.
Why don't we bet $10,000?
Why does it have to be that?
And there's no way to prove it.
And there's no way to prove it.
I can prove it in 10 minutes.
Oh.
You can prove it in 10 minutes.
Well, that's
there's a famous obituary about the poor guy. Sad story, really.
That still doesn't prove that you talked to the woman who killed him with a bowling ball.
Yeah, I did.
What did she say to you?
Oh, well, wait a minute. Hold on. I had it all wrong. You say you did. Well, I'm sorry then.
I think she was batting fourth.
Batting fourth.
Well, now you're mixing your sports.
Weren't you? No, we played baseball.
I was not there.
Were you there, Ace, when we played baseball against the prisoners?
I was not there, but I remember it happened.
I don't think any of this ever happened.
Yes.
Baseball.
We played a softball
They
game.
played a softball game at the women's
prison against the ladies.
Before they moved out west, it was downtown. Yeah, I remember the event, but I don't think I was here full time.
I'm just going to crawl in this can of beer and not worry about it.
Did you hit any fault balls? Oh, I'm sorry, foul balls. I can't make that. One of these days I'll learn.
Okay, here it is. Here's the story from United Press International.
See, you know what I did? I
gave
him something to do.
Headline, Woman Kills Boyfriend with Bowling Ball.
If only he'd do so silently.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was
thinks
terrible.
He's helping. Yeah.
Did you know then or after the fact? Or did she tell you, hey, I'm in here?
It was a famous case.
What year was it?
Did she bring it up?
No, I knew about it because...
You recognized her?
Yeah, no, they had...
What kind of sick freak are you?
Question her?
No, every year...
It was your mother, wasn't it?
Every year they had published an obituary for the poor guy.
What?
And showing him in his bowling shirt and telling the sad story. Yeah, it's just an awful story. But,
Did you say anything clever to the bowling ball murderess? Like, hey, I can put my 3 fingers in something if you want.
I think they were occupied by her friend.
What was his name?
So you think?
No.
So you think reading the obituary convinces me that you met this?
No,
one?
I'll send it to you.
Once again,
That
that's
doesn't
not
prove anything.
That doesn't prove anything. You're talking to hear yourself talk.
Would you watch a show called Tom Griswold, Attorney at Law?
I'll send you the obituary.
This week's episode, the judge screams at Tom to leave again.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There's got to be photos from it, right?
I don't know if we took any pictures. I don't think we did.
Well,
we did.
That's convenient.
And then
maybe you couldn't back then.
One time we I know Bob and I.
Here's another tall tale.
Bob and I played against the Pellston Honor Camp in I think it was Emmett County, Michigan. We played softball.
Michigan, huh? Yeah.
And one of the guys, one of the prisoners about to be
executed.
Released. No, they're about to be released. They served their time. And it was kind of a fun night. We were playing. Bob, a very good softball player. And one of our engineers, Art, I won't give his last name. Art was wearing very tight jeans, and I remember one of the prisoners said, "You wear those around here, you get your butt."
He came out right out and said it, huh?
Well, I'm glad you didn't say it.
And then Art came up and said, "I'll be on the I'll be behind the counter.
I'll be behind the dugout."
Ironically, I believe those jeans were Jordache, and Jordache about to get penetrated.
Oh wow, from Ace Cosby.
These are all true stories. I've lived a life.
These are all true stories as you remember them. Yep.
Okay, well, the bowling ball murder is a real thing.
No one ever questions you, do they?
Very sad.
You know what? It just dawned on me why they don't question him. If you question him, it makes you talk. He talks longer.
Right.
If you just go, boy, that's something.
And even if you know you're right, he still makes you feel like you're wrong.
Okay, so did you see let's go back to this bowling ball melee in Massachusetts. Did you see this picture?
No.
They're taking him out in cuffs, but they have to turn their shoes in.
It's the same joke.
You just said that.
I know. It's the same damn joke.
I love that joke. It's my favorite thing about bowling. Can you get that spray stuff they use at home?
Sure, I bet. You can get it online.
Yeah, I don't know.
Disinfectant for your shoes.
Is there anyone at their house that has that bowling shoe spray stuff in their closet?
I wouldn't know, Tom. You're talking to a man who brings his own bowling shoes.
Oh, do you have one of those? You have one of those bags that has a section for your ball and your shoes?
I don't, but our friend, our coworker Jason does.
Oh, that is.
So you have to carry your shoes separately.
Very cool.
I just carry them in.
How much are they? They expensive?
What did I pay? $100, something like that.
Wow.
Is your bowling ball bag on wheels?
I don't have a bag. I just carry the shoes in. I don't have my own ball yet.
Oh.
Yeah, that's next.
You just have your own shoes?
Yeah, I just carry my shoes in.
In like a grocery bag?
No, I put my index finger in my thumb.
You carry your smelly bowling.
They don't smell.
Shoes?
Your fingers?
What is wrong with you guys?
I think you have incredible foot odor.
No, shockingly, there are things that people can't believe I don't have. Diabetes, a bad heart, and
testimony from various lady friends.
When it comes to diabetes and the heart, medical professionals,
right?
They told me with just looks of pure surprise.
Yes, they said, "You're fine. By the way, our display of artificial legs. take a left."
You only have one. You only have one bowling shoe to bring in.
There's a shortage. You're going to want to order only one bowling shoe.
I apologize. Am I responsible for this? I'm so sorry.
And, no, I don't have any foot odor. That's why I can take my shoes off on a plane or in a movie theater and nobody cares.
You take your shoes off on a plane? Are you kidding me?
He's one of those guys. I can see that.
I never do it in a movie theater because the floors are so sticky. But
take them off on the plane. Huh?
That's
right.
No,
you don't.
Yeah, your feet swell.
I believe
it's
that.
uncomfortable.
I believe he does. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No one's the wiser.
He's convinced himself it's okay.
Now, Ace, did you ever get that Kiss bowling ball from me?
This again.
I'm going somewhere.
You go somewhere. I wish you would go somewhere.
We're going to take you somewhere.
I presented Ace with a Kiss bowling ball, quite a rarity.
And never let him forget it.
I just mentioned it for the first time in years. What kind of bowling ball would you like, Josh? Maybe we can get you one for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
Would you like
skull?
Tom said.
Yeah, get him one with your face on it.
Please don't.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. That'd be pretty Can you get bowling balls imprinted with a photograph?
Of course you can.
I bet you can.
This is America. Are you kidding me?
Would you use that?
I would get a current photo, so at least the,
How would you like a photo of my ass?
I swear I will bowl with it.
You know what?
Especially if the thumb hole is where I hope it is.
This is the exact same. This is the exact same conversation that started the melee at the bowling alley. Yeah. My ass.
Yes, that had to have
You
been
some bitch. Oh yeah.
Okay, is that sports?
No, it's not. Sadly.
Oh, they have some wild bowling balls.
I thought you'd be a skull bowling ball guy.
Look at that skull.
pretty
Look
cool.
at that one.
You know what
Can you see that? That's pretty awesome.
You know what I honestly I like a black bowling ball. Just
okay, fair enough.
That's
black, huh? Well, they're slightly larger.
There's a really funny joke I can't tell.
There's the radical Bigfoot ball.
That involves eating a bowling ball.
Didn't
It involves eating a bowling ball. So Josh, first you would pay this bowling ball to have sex with it.
They put
and
a
then you would
pizza on
eat
it.
Is that what I'm understanding?
No. What's the difference between a bowling ball and Yoko Ono? You can eat a bowling ball, is what I think he's driving after.
That's
not really the joke.
He's just making.
What about the bowling ball that Janine Garofalo had in Mystery Men? Wasn't that a skull? That was her father, right, or something?
Oh, she was the bowler in that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't remember what that looked like.
This skull one is really cool.
Oh yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah.
I know. You know me. I like to act like I've been there before. Nothing flashy. No smoke and mirrors.
They have a Bigfoot one too, if you'd like.
But I wouldn't.
No?
But I'm glad that it's out there.
Does that skull affect the balance of the ball?
Yeah, but they continue to make them. It's unbelievable.
I mean, I would think that.
It's 14 pounds. Yeah. What do you bowl with?
12.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Sometimes a 10.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What is your husband? What's the way to his ball?
Could we move on?
18.
Is that sports?
A man has broken the Guinness World Record for the most tattoos of the same name on the body.
Anybody see this?
No, don't want to see it.
Didn't want to know about it.
It's weird.
Mark Owen Evans reclaimed the title after having his 7-year-old daughter's name Lucy inked on his body a total of 667 times.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mark first set the record in 2017 by getting 267 Lucy tattoos on his back. However, in 2020, 27-year-old Deidre Vigil broke the record by having her own name tattooed on herself.
Lovely.
300 times. Mark was determined to retake the record, and without much space left on his back, he decided to have the new tattoos done on his thigh.
When asked why he has his daughter's name tattooed all over his body, the man replied, "Hey, what can I say? I love Lucy." That is as stupid.
No, I think we can make it stupid.
Okay.
Oh, I know you can.
The guy, well, if you've seen the tattoos, it's the same font. You think he'd mix it up a little bit. It's the same exact Lucy all over his back and thighs. Pat, you have a song?
Yeah. Bring the piano up there, yeah. Picture Lucy 400 times tattooed on his body in bold dark outlines. It's the name of his daughter, not a wife or a girlfriend, so to last a lifetime. It's there on his arms, shoulders, and back. If you buy 5, you get 1 for free. He's running out of space, the only spots left above the knees. Lucy's on his thigh with diamonds. Lucy's on his thigh with diamonds.
Diamonds?
Lucy's on thigh with diamonds.
A little diamond between each time.
That's all I had. All right, we can move on now.
Little tribute to the Beatles. Thank you, Pat. At least I enjoyed that.
They say if you can please just one.
Did you hear Oscar? At least I enjoyed that.
Again, very dumb, but a world record. So congratulations.
All right.
Congratulations, sir. What else is coming up?
More of that world records.
More world records?
Oh, gosh.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Good.
And we have Dracula in the news, the real Drac, and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the
Mummy Cass, would you be kind enough to play one more song for us? Then we'll take a little break and come back with more. Is that possible?
Yes.
All right, baby, we're going to give you a song about a hot dog vendor.
Oh, yeah. Hot dog vendor. Oh, I love this one.
Who doesn't like a good wiener, baby? Here we go, baby.
Drinkers need the favorite blender. I taste the treat of sausage splendor. Oh, little man behind the car. The police can't catch him cause he's way too smart. The smell of mustard in a big umbrella. Out the man's got the perfect cover. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Talk about wiener man. He's coming for you.
Baby. Oh, that was just brilliant. You got to see the Mummies just to see the choreography.
I just wish they played better. What's the problem?
A little tighter.
Holy hell, yeah.
John Coltrane would
Man,
sing to the
I've
guy.
never seen one played hands-free. That guy.
How did you do that sax solo? God, that was great.
He's got extra appendages, man.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, wow. That's just brilliant.
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
Hello, racing fans. This is Jackie Stewart at the Olympic Raceway, where today America's big hope for the gold medal, Shirley Cha-Cha Muldooney, goes up against the People's Republic of China's Wang, the Terminator Hong Wen. Wang, of course, a member of Mao Zedong's pit crew in the 1972 Olympics in Munich and 5-time winner of the Peking Funny Car Championships. But both drivers will be hard-pressed to beat the time of this man, Pakistan's Big Daddy Abdul Faisal Mohammed, in his souped-up Ford Festiva, the pride of Karachi.
We're speaking with comedian Jim Gaffigan. What else is your life? What are you into? Do you have hobbies? Do you like weird food? Are you a drug addict? Anything cool to talk about?
I love food. Food is my... Are you a drug addict? I'm very pale, but not a drug addict.
I'd like to be a drug addict just for a little while.
I love food. I even enjoy watching people make food. But you ever notice the Food Network is far more interesting when you're hungry? You know, when you're full, you're kind of like, this is stupid. But when you're hungry, the Food Network's like porn. You're like, oh, yeah. Whip it up, baby. Make it for me. I love eating late at night, too. You know, you're not supposed to eat late at night. And then again, you're not supposed to drink booze in the morning.
Hi, this is Bobcat Gold.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Couple quick things. We were talking bowling, and we found out that Josh has his own bowling shoes.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And do they have the number on the back of your size?
No, they don't. Because nobody else needs to know.
Yeah, they're not.
They don't need to be marked.
They're not rental shoes.
That's my favorite thing about bowling shoes.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Do you ever see anybody wearing those out in the real world?
No.
There was a fad for a while. Oski and I are fairly close in age. I'll have to ask him if he remembers that people were wearing bowling shoes. It was like 6 months when I was in high school.
Really? Implying that they stole them?
I don't know. But people were wearing bowling shoes out. It was bizarre.
Yeah. Now, Ace, you have the Kiss bowling ball that I got for you.
Well, actually, Willie gave it to me.
Yeah, well, I gave it to Willie, and he never had it.
So you didn't even really buy it for Ace?
I bought it. I bought 2 of them.
But you didn't buy it for Ace?
No, I believe for 2 of his sons.
Right.
Yeah, and then they didn't really want them, so. And now, do you have the Kiss bowling shoes?
I do not.
They're like regular bowling shoes, but they have a really, really long tongue. Well, if that's the way this is going to work.
Haven't we suffered enough?
Here he is with his joke of the day.
Chick, I got a new parrot. But it's allergic to nickels.
A new parrot that's allergic to nickels, Ace?
I bought him a Nicolas Cage.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
The cage the bird has no nickel. Therefore, it's a nickel-less cage.
Because the parrot's allergic to nickel. That's
metal
a
nickel.
nice creation, Ace. I like that.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's a long reach. I like those.
I know you do.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Ace. That was very nice. Long tongue, you see, in the shoes because of...
What do you do if you go out of a bowling alley wearing the bowling alley shoes and you don't notice that until you get home?
Boy.
That's got to happen, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah.
You go back and go, oh, my gosh.
Well, they won't take them back because you wore them outside, right?
You can,
They have to take them
all wet.
you can buy classic men's rental bowling shoes for $32.99.
That wasn't my question.
You can buy them?
Yeah.
What, they're like recycled?
No, they're brand new.
Just that classic look.
Yeah.
How much are they?
They even say rental on the side.
Those don't look terrible.
No.
Well, you're the shoe guy, Chick. Would you want to wear some?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move forward here. Do you have anything else over there?
I could take a bowling ball, though, and hit someone with it. I'm not really sure who I'd pick, though.
Stupid world record.
Well, it could be like real bowling. You can go after all of us.
That's right.
We'll all stand.
Stand still. David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the most blind behind-the-back catches in 1 minute. David teamed up with Jonathan... no questions.
Tennis balls.
David teamed up with Jonathan Hollywood Hannon to beat the previous record of 19 catches. With Jonathan, doesn't say tennis, with Jonathan tossing balls over his head, David managed to catch a total of 22 balls in his hands behind his back.
Now, try it with bowling balls. That'd be quite a trick. Man killed attempting stunt.
David said this was one of the last records he broke with Jonathan Hollywood Hannon until Hollywood moved to Michigan.
Gotcha. Yeah, we got a letter from Hollywood Hannon.
To get away from...
Oh, did we? Good.
Is he doing his own thing now? He's trying for his own records?
I hope he gets... I'd like to see him get one on his own.
Maybe he has no interest. Maybe he's just friends with this guy.
Well, I mean, but he's part of so many world records.
Chick has brought up the point, Tom, that in a way, some of these records are Hollywood Hannon's. He had to do more work.
Absolutely.
So I'm just wondering if he's going to do some stuff on his own.
You think?
He's made it known that he wants to set a record. He wants to come on the show.
Oh,
He's
good.
already said that.
Right. Speaking of world records here,
yes,
an email. Now, Chick, this is not a criticism of you.
Oh, okay.
This is a criticism of the segment. The most depressing part of my day, says Shelley, is listening to Chick read the greatest world records. I've heard obituaries read with more enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's it. If I would give these a little bit more enthusiasm, they'd be better world
I believe
records.
Shelley knows.
Yes, Shelley.
Why you
right.
sound that way.
Yes.
Because you're being forced to.
Excuse me, who invented the segment?
You.
You did.
You did.
Yeah. I thought you did.
Excuse me.
You remember playing a softball game in 1983, but you don't remember that?
It was 86.
What?
Let's move forward here.
Really hard.
I think it's a cool record.
Keep up with.
He's an expert juggler. And Mr. Rush, congratulations. It's pretty tricky, but I think Hollywood Hannon should get most of the effort because he's the one heaving the tennis balls so that David can
David's
catch them.
catching them, though. I think that's...
They have to be on target, though. Both men, amazing.
Does he get I wonder if he gets a record or a plaque as well. Does he make it in the book, too?
I hope so. I hope so. But congratulations to Hollywood and everyone else associated with him. Is that sports?
Yes, and I might be leaving.
Okay. We're looking forward, speaking of sports, of talking to Kostaki Economopoulos, our NFL correspondent, as well as Willie G, who is in Chicago. We'll talk with Willie, see what's going on.
Let the boys sleep in.
Why? This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy.
I hit some sort of nerve I didn't know existed by the look I just got.
A Portuguese village was flooded with red wine following an accident at a local distillery. The Telegraph reports the incident occurred when two huge wine tanks burst at a distillery in Salarenco de Barrio, spilling an estimated 600,000 gallons of wine into the village.
Are you okay?
Much of the wine was diverted into fields. I'm shaking a little bit. While officials managed to prevent the alcohol from contaminating a nearby river. The company, Levira, apologized for the damage, said it took full responsibility for the accident. The wine that escaped could have filled an Olympic-sized swimming pool. The basement of one house was actually flooded with red wine.
With wine?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting for the insurance company.
Oh, boy.
By the way, if you taste the wine, there are notes of dirt. There's an earthiness.
Oaky. Oaky's a thing, right?
A little bit of tire rubber hitting me in mid-palate.
I mean, look at that.
It really does just look like a river of red wine.
Yeah,
as it is.
It's
really something.
It's a lot.
The great Willie Nelson song, Whiskey River.
Yeah.
This is more of a vino.
Oh.
That's a lot of wine.
Yeah, it is.
Must be a big, large vat that blew up. Pairs well with fresh roadkill. Would it, if it hit the soil, would it kill all the...
Boy, I don't know.
I don't know what they're growing there, but I hope it's something.
Would like a moose get drunk if he drank a lot of wine? I guess he would. Right?
Sure.
Yeah,
we have the stories of the moose eating the berries, and they get all drunk when the berries are fermented.
Oh, you're too good to eat these berries with me? Yeah.
Okay. Christy, what else is happening over there?
Vlad the Impaler, the 15th century ruler who inspired Bram Stoker's Dracula,
that's right,
may have actually been a vegetarian. After extracting and analyzing proteins from letters written by Vlad's, scientists discovered that the Prince of Wallachia probably did not eat meat.
What?
Study authors report the food proteins in the letters are found only in plant foods, leading them to conclude Dracula did not eat meat. If Vlad had been a vegetarian, it was likely because in the 15th century, Europe had a very cold climate and there was very little food. This was published in the journal Analytical Chemistry. How can you tell from the letters what they were eating?
I don't know. I guess
Did he spill food on them?
They're analyzing whatever chemicals are on the paper.
In those days, it was common to, before you sent a letter off, you would dab the corner of your mouth with the paper.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
It's with the name like Impaler, maybe after a day of impaling, you don't really have that taste for blood anymore.
Huh.
I don't think it's true.
That's so bizarre that you could find out what food proteins were on a letter. But
Yeah, if he were a vegan, if he were a vegan, he would have told everybody. Everyone would know. They can't resist telling everybody how they're doing. Coming up, it's going to be Jess Hooker is going to join us, and we have the story. Ace, do you have that thing over there? We got this to Ace was going to try this, and then we eventually all talked.
I don't think it's too late.
No,
it's the chip that is supposed to be the hottest thing.
Well, he eats spicy things and is unaffected.
Apparently, it killed someone.
Lots of warnings.
Yeah, there's lots of warnings. Have you seen the thing where Shaq? Yes, Shaq eats one on the air.
Oh, really?
No.
It's very funny. He thinks he's immune to it, and of course, he's not. We'll find out about what's going on with that, and did it kill anybody? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com.
Oh, wait a minute. Chick's doing his office chair dance.
Yeah.
It looks like you're having a stroke.
A stroke of genius.
Thank you.
So this isn't your song again?
This isn't it.
No, this is Chick's song.
Can you give me the... Can you kill that? This is your favorite song, then?
Maybe I can.
Yeah.
This is your favorite?
We've seen it, Watchmen. Great
Favorite
scene.
disco song.
Oh, Josh is dancing now. This is... Are you reaching for the stars there? What the hell is that dance?
So if you were on the dance floor, you would not do that.
To this song, probably, because it would mean we were at a wedding or something.
I beg your pardon? Of course he would.
Now, by we, you'd have a date and do that in front of a woman?
Of course he would.
Well, no, I don't
Hope they're
take
serving
I typically
alcohol.
don't take dates to weddings.
Why not? Oh, you pick up the maid of honor.
Sure, yeah.
You know, Tom, there are only a few women who are attracted to self-important hubris. And Josh is out there on the dance floor trying to have fun. You're over in the corner pontificating about how you wouldn't have gotten the cake that they chose for their wedding. And there are only a few women going to come over. He's interesting.
That's why you're socially awkward.
That's why you've always been socially awkward.
So who would you be doing that
will
dance with?
Whoever's out there.
Really?
Your nieces, they love to dance.
Sure, they'd be. If
Go to a wedding.
bridesmaids.
The niece feet on your feet and dancing them around.
And let me tell you this: when I dance,
broads are a sucker for that move.
When I dance, I don't go to people. People come to me.
That's right.
So
let's see it again. He's moving the shoulders. Now he's reaching for the stars with a grin on his face.
Aren't there enough networks now to just be the Bob and Tom network and have us on TV all the time?
Well, we're on TV right now in the VIP cameras.
Right.
Well, we can't get all the listeners in that room, okay? That was helpful. Not at all.
Okay.
Are you sure it's not Eminence Front by the Who?
I'm checking social media now to see if anybody.
Well, sing the disco song that you stuck in your head that you can't remember.
He only knows the...
Try Rubber Band Man.
Rubber Band Man.
The Rubber Band Man. Yeah, I don't remember that.
I've had multiple people suggesting that. So.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That may be it then.
Might be.
Yeah. Hopefully it is.
You know, what is the instrument doing that? Dang, 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 dang?
I don't know. It's kind of a high pitched. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Well, we'll have to explore it.
Maybe it's a rubber band.
Dean's looking for it.
Okay. Sorry.
Is it this one?
Oh.
Yeah, this is good.
This is good.
Amos. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amos.
Yeah.
Amos. Moses was a Cajun. He lived by himself in the swamp. They hunted alligator for a living.
He just knock him in the head with a straw.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course, hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Police in Athol, Massachusetts.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, we had to beep you there.
Athol.
Spell it.
ATHOL.
That's a thole.
Nope, it's Athol.
Isn't their sports team the Flames? Oh no, they're the Flaming Athols.
Oh my God.
Well, at least
is that actually? I need.
What
proof.
do you mean?
I need proof that that's a town.
It is not it's the Majors. Thank you.
The Major Athols. Oh, wait a second, I'm looking.
Police in Athol, Massachusetts have named a new canine police dog after New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski.
Oh my God, it's a real place, Christy. Population 11,584.
That's a pretty big size.
Nice size town.
Yeah.
That's a big Athol.
Speaking of big Athols,
that sounds to me like the big.
Let's get back to the sports desk.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly?
She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
And had you been able to make it work, you could have been a whole person, but you didn't. Like, I'm worried 10 years from now, I'm going to see her on the other side of the street and the sun's shining and she has kids and they're eating ice cream and, she's got a husband. And then I'm on this side of the street and it's dark and raining and I got an open silk shirt with a gold medallion and I'm trying to convince some stripper to get my 88 Mustang because I know somebody with good coke. I don't want to be that guy, Bob. I want to be a decent human being. I'm fighting a good fight,
I'm with you.
And now I
You have
find
a dream.
myself. I got a dream.
And she's got the dog. I'm more worried about the dog than the gold medallion. Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
Now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Well, you had your guitar. I thought we were going to have a song. And
I had a little something.
And you put it back.
I got gun shy.
Oh, jeez.
Well, come on, Pat. Give it a shot. We're not going to be critical.
Well,
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Captain Nutsy. It's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's see now. Jess, obviously you have a job interview today. Judging by the nice outfit you have on.
I have some meetings, yeah.
Okay. Well, you look very nice.
Are they okay?
No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
I believe we're going to check in with Willie. There we go. Willie's on the Zoom.
Hey, Willie.
Hey, gang.
Why don't you sleep in, Willie? What are you doing? Are those your gaming headphones?
Yes, this is absolutely a gaming headset.
That's a nice setup you got there.
That sounds great.
Thank you very much.
You're looking good. Looks like you're landing airplanes.
Where are you? Are you in Chicago, the old Windy City there?
Yes, sir. Up here in the old Windy City. Very nice.
What are you sitting in front of? There's a big yellow wall there.
An accent wall.
Yeah, it's like an accent wall.
Okay. All right.
So what do you want?
I got to give you a little background on this, Willie, and I take full responsibility. Chick had a rough start with the shoe, and he picked three games. He picked three games, and he double shocked one of them. Got them all wrong.
The short story is I'm 0-9, Willie, to start the season. It's not going well.
Because then yesterday I convinced him to bet on the Monday Nighter. I would have taken the bet too. I was convinced that the Jets were going to lose.
Yeah.
Even with, what is it, they got 2 points or something, and it was a disaster, and I feel really bad. Aaron Rodgers is apparently hurt, maybe out for the season, maybe done, and Chick is now officially, what is it from the shoe? 0-9?
I just said 0-9.
Okay,
yes,
sorry.
Welcome to the conversation.
Trying to paint a picture for everybody.
Well,
but I blame myself.
Chick, man, I wish I could relate. I am like way up. I bet on the Chiefs, I bet on the Ravens, and I bet on the Jets last week. I have no idea why.
How did you bet on the Chiefs and win?
Because I did the Chiefs. If they're winning by 7 points at any time, they win.
It was like. You do that make believe bet stuff. Yeah.
Chick.
Not points in the end of the game, but you do like halftime score and all that crap, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Chick. I do all those make believe bets where I win a real $100.
Okay. All right, Willie. If you're happy with that, I'm happy with it.
Well, yeah, you can see the bitterness that we're living with this morning on the radio. But I blame myself. I pushed you into making that bet, and then I pushed you into making it a 5 power
shock,
taking the double shock power and multiplying it by
2.5.
Okay, yeah, I was just a shame. I'm sorry.
It is just a shame.
Real tragedy.
Well, it makes it worth it that you know that you're really sorry. I appreciate that.
And then Willie's going to be part of our special program. It's going to be Friday, November 17th, the North Star Mohican Casino and Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin. The morning show, it'll be the usual crew. And then that evening, a special live show at the casino resort with Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie doing stand-up. And this says special guest MC Chick McGee. This is amazing. And the first 200 people at the morning show get to go to the evening show on the house.
Yep.
But tickets are available now And you can find everything at North Star Casino Resort /entertainment. Very fun. Okay, now, Willie, what's happening in the Windy City?
Nothing. I'm kind of I've been winning a bunch of money. I had a lot of,
Good for you.
I had a lot of bets on Colorado football, and that's one of my old stomping grounds, Boulder. And I'm so happy that football's back because I played football. I understand football. I know how to bet on football. Do you guys know what I was gambling on over the summer?
What?
Tennis.
Oh.
Whoa.
You know what I know nothing about?
Tennis. Yeah.
Tennis. I got no idea, dude. But it's fun. Tennis is like an 80s movie. It's like an American versus a Russian all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So USA. You can get involved. And I was watching, it was an American underdog playing this, commie Russian. And the American underdog is up by 15 points. And the announcer goes, "It's 15-love. I go, "Baby, I'm new here, but I love tennis." I pull my app out, put $100 on the underdog, comes back from break. This commie bastard scores 15-15. Did you guys know in tennis 15 points is 1 point?
Yes.
15 points is 1 point.
You're like, no way is this guy coming back.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
So you're doing well with your football bets, and you're betting real money, which is interesting.
Can we not talk about how well he's doing
Sorry.
with his football bets?
We have...
Any way at all.
We have our football thing up there. It's called the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. At stake every week is the Big Green Egg Mini Max. And all you got to do is pick the winners. Forget about the spread and just go to bobandtom.com/contest because week 2 is open, ready to go. So you can start making your week 2 picks right now if you want. Have some fun. You could be grilling outside with a beautiful Mini Max. Do you have any games that you are highlighting this week, Willie? You think maybe especially good to bet on? Anything look like an absolute lock?
Like who's ahead at the end of the first quarter, stuff like that. The way you bet, Willie.
I don't know. The Colts are playing the Texans. So I would say take the under on that one. The under Texans, that looks pretty good. Colts Texans set at 40. Yeah, I don't know. I got to do a lot of research.
Yeah,
on
do some homework.
I'm hacking into the mainframe when I'm studying this. I'm looking at, when their mom's birthday is because they're not going to play well. You got to get really specific when you're looking at these prop bets.
When you wear that headset, you look like you look like a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Like you know exactly what you're like.
He does.
Like I want to bet on whatever you tell me to bet on. You look so official.
If you could get like a menu from a takeout place and hold it in front of your mouth while you're talking to us, that would be great.
That's very fun.
There it is! Oh my God, there it is!
I have a question about that. Did they start? Obviously, they started doing that because they could read lips. Did the teams?
You'd be surprised how many people can read lips if it's in. Like if I turn this, this is going to sound crazy, but it's true. If I turn the sound down and watch a football game, I can kind of tell what they're saying.
But my question is, did the teams employ highly skilled lip readers to help them out?
I don't know why not.
Maybe, yeah.
And then someone said, "Wait a minute, they're getting all of our plays."
So they put their in front of
Yeah. And then
paranoia pays off in the NFL.
When the quarterbacks wear the sleeve thing that has the plays on it, when they get tackled, do the guys look at it and go, "Well, coming up, Roger left B helicopter."
What play you call it?
Roger B left helicopter.
Roger.
Who knows what happened?
It's got to be a pass play, right? Helicopter.
Yeah, it's code for the Statue of Liberty.
It's a Black Hawk first down right there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Tasteless yet nice. Thank you, Pat. As the tradition continues. Well, I am interested in some gambling stuff for later in the week. We'll get Willie to commit to a couple. See, my thing is this week, Chick.
Maybe I should retire and let Willie run the shoe into the week.
At 0-9 this week, what you need to do is bet on every game.
Well, yeah.
Have you ever started worse?
You know, this is the kind of question. No, this is fine. This is the kind of question that I've been getting everywhere. It's just on the air. That's the only difference.
I was just curious if you could come
No,
back.
I don't think I have, and I have come back from a worse during the season.
You will come back.
You will come back.
Year after year, you're one of the best.
I don't know.
It's at the beginning of the season, as Josh said. You're
now, if I could
shaking the rust off.
Maybe I could do half games like Willie does.
Sure, you can do whatever you want.
The halftime score, right, Willie?
Well, no, Chick, that's one of the bets that I won.
And you know
Colorado.
what? Here's how old school I don't like over-unders either. You tell me the end of this. You tell me the point spread at the end of the game. That's the only thing I like to bet. I don't know, and I know people make a lot of money on over-unders, but I don't know. I don't care for it.
Chick, I'm betting the over for the whole game. I am betting the over for at least one team. I am betting who's going to win just the third quarter.
Man, yeah, you got action with every. Well, that's the way you win in the casinos when you play dice. You got money everywhere, making you money.
Yeah.
That's right.
And remember, if you have a gambling problem, dial 1-800-PETE-ROSE. And
Chick, here's the way that I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
Sports for me is a lot like therapy. You know, you sit in a chair
right
for about an hour and a half. You put all your faith into a stranger, and after it's over, you're down $85.
That is a lovely way to think about this.
That analogy is perfect. Willie G, once again, part of our special show coming up in Wisconsin, in Bowler, Wisconsin, where I understand, I've heard the leaves are already changing.
I demand we have a sound effect of a ball hitting the pins from now on.
Whenever we read Bowler,
when
Wisconsin.
we say Bowler, Wisconsin.
Okay, we can get that done for you.
Let's do it.
Willie, I know you got a couple of other gigs coming up. How was your gig with Greg Hahn?
It was great, man. We had so much fun in Peoria. I went to this place called Country Club Barbecue. Not like a typical country club. Not a lot of Rolexes, not a lot of sparkling water.
Yeah.
A lot of chicken wings and potato salad. It was absolutely delicious. I went to a bar called Saddle Up that had a mechanical bull you could ride.
Oh.
I found out I'm less of a rideable guy, more of a smokable guy. Not for me.
Oh, did you ride the thing?
Oh, goodness, no. I just kind of stood in the corner looking at my weird notebook. I was 30 years old at a club. Everyone else was in college. I was way too old to be there. I felt like how you must feel at one of the little girls' school events.
Sound like a shot there, Pop.
Wow. Yeah, I every time I take the girls out, oh, it's Grandpa's day with the girls. No, they're mine. Shut up.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it?
You get that? Do you get that too, Pat?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Aren't people the best?
Hey, what are you, a non-dumbass?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And by the way, and the girls, by the way, don't bother. They think it's hilarious.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, so does my son.
They do.
I took them to the cafeteria, one of my favorite places.
Yes.
And the girls love the cafeteria because the food's right there.
And people think you're their grandfather.
I don't know how. Why does this happen?
So we're at the cafeteria.
It's a real puzzle.
I've taken Willie there. I've taken Pat and his son there.
Yeah, it's great.
I love the cafeteria, and the girls always get the Jell-O because it's colorful. Then they never eat it because it's Jell-O. Tastes awful. But
you and Pat took Pat's son to the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my!
You know there was an old couple. Look at those gay fellas who kidnapped that boy.
I think it's nice they go ahead and foster that.
Should we call someone?
No, I love the cafeteria, and you can see the food before you get it. It's delicious.
We know how cafeterias work.
But I was there with the two little girls, and we're walking with our trays. And we walked by this, let's just say, a table of senior citizens.
Sure. Yeah, not like you.
Not like you.
And let's just call them seniors.
And real.
How about fellow citizens? How about that?
Because you see, I hate the word senior citizen. It sounds like there's some kind of militia.
There may be some people at that cafeteria that are junior citizens to you.
Did you get a guy to carry your tray too?
That's very funny. These are all good jokes. And they go, oh, it's Grandpa's day with the girls. And the girls agree with them.
That's so funny, yeah.
Okay, we got to go. Thank you very much. Hey, Willie, we'll talk to you later.
Have a great day in
Thank
Chicago.
you, Wilbur.
Thank you. Now, let's see.
Where are we going to be, Tom?
We're going to
comedy
be.
show?
Oh, you mean the one at the beautiful North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin? Maybe can you get one?
Shorten it
Can
up.
you get one that's
You tighten that up a
Shorter
little bit.
lane.
Shut up!
I insist we keep it that length.
I love it.
Shorter lane.
when we come back.
I love the hell out of it.
Right now, I want to tell you about my friend Steven Singer. Steven Singer doesn't like what I call Franken diamonds made in the laboratory. He likes real diamonds. You know, those real, earthborn diamonds. How about that? Natural diamonds. That's what you want. Those are the ones that hold their value, especially with Steven Singer Jewelers. You got that diamond last year. You're bringing it to Steven Singer Jewelers. You want to upgrade it? Of course. No problem. Get your full value. Get some bigger diamonds for those ears of yours. Whatever you want. Maybe some, they've got right now, Steven Singer. Are you kidding? Have you gone there to look at IHateStevenSinger.com and seen those engagement rings? Fellas, ladies, check him out. IHateStevenSinger.com. And by the way, he'll throw in one of those laboratory-grown diamonds on the house when you buy a real one. Bob and Tom listeners are too smart to fall for paying for something you can get for free from our friend Steven Singer. Once again, details, IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Don't forget about the guarantee, the great shipping, all that cool stuff from our friend Steven Singer. When we come back, I'll be able to breathe again. Okay, we have Star Trek in China, orangutans throwing other animals. It's great. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
A truck driver distracted by a
Andrew
GPS
Johnson, too.
unit crashed near the intersection of US 278 at Arkansas Highway 24 early Monday, spilling a truckload of spaghetti sauce. Camden Police Sergeant Corey Saunders said the spaghetti sauce truck was headed to Dallas about 3 a.m. when the driver became distracted, overcorrected, and rolled over after crossing the center line of the highway. The driver suffered minor injuries, but there was sauce all over the road.
Oh, dear God, 2,000 quarts of blood. This is the worst accident I've ever seen. Stand back, there's blood everywhere. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a garlic bread truck?
Yeah, exactly. They just mopped it up with a bunch of garlic bread.
Oh, isn't that the best?
Yes, it is.
God, I'd rather have that than the spaghetti noodles, just the sauce and the bread.
What's wrong with you? How dare you put pasta down?
I can't eat a whole Kit Kat bar. I can't eat spaghetti noodles. They
I
go right
can,
to my hip.
but I like the bread part.
Better than the pasta?
Yes.
No, the bread's lovely and the pasta's great, too.
Here's what Tom's doing. Telling you what you like.
Of course he is.
Okay.
I'm
You
used
know
to
you
that.
like the pasta.
Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
Can we have an intro for this feature?
We need something like boop, boop, boop,
or just playing Baby Elephant Walk.
And
I know, Josh Arnold shares one of the fattest things he's ever done.
And broken toilet seat doesn't count.
Now this is fatter. This is fatter than telling the guys on the phone when you order Chinese takeout that you need 4 sets of silverware when it's just you.
No, it was faking that there was somebody else with. What's that, honey? 2 orders of crab rangoon.
Okay.
If you say so.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
If you take a girl to dinner and she asks the maitre d' for a better table, she's never going to be satisfied with anything in her whole life.
That's one of the rules.
One of the rules in here.
That's one
Just
of
go
the
to the
rules.
bathroom and go right out the window.
Oh.
Leave your car, buy another one. It'll be cheaper.
Tom has one of those rules.
That's one of the rules in this book.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Watch the way that a date treats a waiter or waitress,
Or
because
waitstaff,
that's how
yes.
they'll treat you in 3 months.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's the rule of thumb.
Well, that's more about one of those people who you just can't please.
Okay, you have a song
I have
about
a little
that?
song about
Okay,
that.
all right. Go ahead.
Took her to Hawaii. The waterfalls made my hair frizzy. Went to Vegas too. The lights gave me a migraine. Then we went to Paris. I didn't like the fries. No one ruins love like you. Took her off to Rome. There were too many Italians. Had the finest pasta. I don't eat carbs. Saw the Sistine Chapel. That made my neck hurt. No one ruins love like you. The beaches of Tahiti. There was nowhere to pee-pee. Full moon up above. That was kind of creepy. The finest hotel. I thought it was seedy. We made passionate love. I couldn't see the TV. The pyramids of Egypt. That made my skin dry. The Taj Mahal, too. That was too drafty. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. I would sue the contractor. No one ruins love like you.
Delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/BobandTom50 and use the code BobandTom50 to get 50% off. The code BobandTom50 at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 to get 50% off.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
It's time again for 3 Questions With.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Phil Mondor, and welcome to America's most concise interview show, 3 Questions With, the exciting, fast-paced interview show where we ask 3 pertinent questions to today's biggest newsmakers. My guest today is presidential hopeful Ralph Nader. Welcome to the show, Mr. Nader. I see that you're sitting and ready to go forward with the interview. Are you comfortable, sir?
Yes. Thank you, Phil.
Didn't have any problems finding the studio, did you?
No problems at all, Phil.
Good. So, are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
This has been 3 Questions With. Join us next week for 3 Questions with Osama Bin Laden. That's it. 3 questions. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Surrounded by instruments.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We are going to continue our discussion of all things NFL with our NFL correspondent. He is Kostaki Economopoulos, joining us from Los Angeles, California. Hey, Kostaki, how are you, sir?
Good morning, everybody.
Hi there.
A bit of a rough week for the Chickster with respect.
Oh, you're gonna start all of our segments mentioning this.
Shoe into the week.
Yeah, 0-9 this week, Kostaki.
That's hard to believe.
It's a tough
fault.
opening weekend.
It's my fault.
That's an outlier.
I pushed him into doing a 5 times bet on the game last night. I thought that was going to end in a different manner. So.
Josh Allen certainly has regressed.
Yeah, what the hell happened there?
Nicest thing you can say, yeah. So.
But I don't know what happened there. Some of that was ugly. But there was an interesting, fun, crazy ride of a game, too, though.
I hate to see anybody get hurt, no matter what or who they are. So that's a real drag that Aaron Rodgers may be done. I mean, it could be really serious, so...
Right. And it happened so fast. It was like, he's out already. Tim Tebow lasted longer on his wedding night. What happened?
If I...
Wow.
That's almost too funny to laugh. Tim Tebow on his wedding night. Wow.
That would probably be fast.
He'd been storing it up for that
long time. He was a virgin, remember?
Imagine. Do you think he ever cranked it off just to do a religious?
Well, I'm glad you used a delicate term.
Right in, didn't you?
There wasn't manual stimulation, certainly nocturnal emissions.
Oh yeah. So such
the body takes care of itself.
The nocturnal emission's so powerful they woke him up. They hit him in the chin. It felt like a fire hose in the chin.
Hit him in the chin.
I just got silkwooded by my own schlong, if you will. Hey, Kostaki, you look so nice, and you got your red shirt on. You look really good.
You look so nice, Kostaki.
What is
I got
that?
an All-Pro Live shirt on. I got a Toledo Mud Hens hat. I'm going to Toledo on Thursday. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got the big Midwestern swing for Kostaki. It's going to be the Funny Bone in Toledo Thursday, Friday. It's our friends in Youngstown, lucky enough to see Kostaki at the Funny Farm Friday night. Then Saturday, in an interesting routing, you're going from Toledo on the Michigan border all the way over to Youngstown, pretty much near Pittsburgh. And then it's Hillsdale, Michigan on Saturday at the Hillsdale Brewing Company. And then Sunday, back to Ohio.
You know, that's
the
where
Funny Bone in Dayton.
That's where it all started with Michigan and Ohio, the Toledo Strip. They were fighting over Toledo, you know. That's why they don't get along.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Still very contentious there.
That's right. Some people in Toledo say, no, I'm Michigan. And this, that, and the other. Oh, yeah. Good luck, Kostaki. They're looking for something to laugh at, I tell you
big
that.
Lions fans there. They won. That was a big one, right?
Oh, yeah,
That's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the last time an underdog beat a big, scary red monster like that, it was the Ukrainian army. So good for the Lions.
Wow, it's not really. I haven't really won yet.
Well, yeah.
Kind of depressing and sad.
Setting for
granted, they are doing better than we thought, but
civilians being killed every day.
Families are
horrific.
Tough.
Hey, Kostaki, totally off topic. Do you read the Los Angeles Times?
Boy, not traditionally, a little bit here and there.
Okay. There was an interesting article about I believe the headline was something like, is Dodger Stadium the worst place to see a ball game in the world?
Oh.
Because of the violence?
The violence?
What
Wow, I
are
haven't
you,
heard
what are you
that.
doing? We were talking about this off the air.
In the surrounding area or in the stadium?
In the stadium, and people coming and going. There have been people have had massive brain damage, and they're being jumped. If you wear a Giants cap in L.A. and people jump you, it's.
Can we talk about the Ukraine again?
That's what reminded me of it. That's what reminded me of it. Never
Will
mind.
you listen to him, please?
Okay, sorry. Back to you. Let's get back to the NFL, where everything is fun.
Can we just do 37 Aaron Rodgers jokes? That's what God wanted us to do today,
Okay,
right?
go ahead. What do you got?
All right. It just happened fast. It was, Johnny Manziel spent more time in rehab. He barely, it wasn't on the field for. Antonio Brown spent more time in therapy. It was quick.
Fast.
Eli Manning spent more time in San Diego. OJ spent more time looking for the real killer. I went to All Pro Lines and I asked the Peanut Gallery to pitch some of these kind of jokes, and I got this one. Chad Zamuk spent more time in the Bob and Tom studio.
Good one. Obscure. He's the only person ever to walk out of our show into obscurity.
He was treated very unfairly.
Oh, my gosh.
I would have walked too.
Is that right?
Michael Jackson spent more time in Lisa Marie Presley. See, that's
Nice. Wow.
Rodgers was in for 4 plays. That's only 3 more than Abe Lincoln. The Jets might have taken the world's longest, most hilarious path back to Zach Wilson. This was really crazy. Zach Wilson is questionable. Perfectly healthy, just questionable. The Jets playoff.
You want the word expensive in there also. The longest, most expensive.
No kidding.
How much is that going to be? Are they going to have to pay him if he's gone?
I think he did have a bunch guaranteed there. Yeah.
It's a bunch of guaranteed money. It's a crazy number.
I feel bad for him. I really wanted to watch him play.
I do too, and with Hard Knocks and everything, he came across as so likable, and all the players are so excited. I mean, it's definitely one of the great stories of the NFL. So it's a shame that we'll see. We don't know for sure, but it does appear like it's a pretty serious injury. And as a Greek, I have to say, I feel some empathy for Achilles, right? You only hear his name in bad situations. He's the tendon version of Lou Gehrig.
Yeah, exactly.
Tommy
He's right.
Johns. You know who has it really rough? Steve Circumcision.
Yeah. Yeah.
I looked it up because I was curious about this. A lot of the folks, the things that we refer to, they're named after the folks who initially studied and wrote about them. Tourette's is a person, Crohn's, Parkinson's, right? There's a German psychiatrist named Alois Alzheimer, right?
Yes.
Sure. You don't want to get economopoulos. That's a serious disease. That could be. Yeah.
What happened?
Fatal to marriages.
Boy,
You can't throw stones, dude.
Zing. Why you gotta?
Sorry, because I got
Totally fair.
Yeah, to the point. Okay.
All right, and we may be bearing the lead here because the Chiefs are 0-1, the Bengals are 0-1, the Bills are 0-1, but you know who's 1-0? The Falcons, baby, the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes, they are
1-0. They did beat a terrible team with a quarterback on his first day at work, but they're 1-0.
Well, but I mean that they call him the mustard, Dijon Robinson. No, his name's Bijan. But yeah, he's it looks like a legit running back. Yeah.
I just changed one of my fantasy team names to Bijanamopoulos, so I'm very excited about that.
All right.
The Falcons, though, had 115 yards total passing. They won't throw the ball. I want to say they have a Pop Warner offense, but there's no Pop. It's just Warner. It's not Kurt Warner. It's Malcolm Jamal Warner that is dancing around.
I'll jam.
The quarterback Ritter is supposed to be a game manager. He looks a little more like a Taco Bell manager. It's not really. Ritter. We'd be better off with John Ritter. At least when he fell down, it was funny.
Well, not the last time.
Wow. This is a rough show today.
Not the last one.
And who do you think's fault that is?
You set the tone, sir.
Okay. By the way, Google the bowling ball murders, and you'll see. Sorry, back.
The Falcons depth chart features Cordarrelle Patterson.
Wait, what's up?
I'm sorry, Kostaki. Christy interrupted you.
Cordarrelle Patterson is listed on the Falcons depth chart as the Joker.
That's right.
No word on the smoker or the midnight toker. The Falcons also signed free agent Pompatus of Love.
I love that joke.
Cowboys beat the Giants 40-0. The Cowboys spanked those boys from New York, which sounds like something you might see at a Village People after party. Cowboys
spanking boys from New York. You see, the Village People had the cowboy in the
cowboy. Yeah. Worst week for Giants since the invention of magic beans.
A bad week for Giants.
Yeah, they had a nice quiet thing going until the beans.
Sure did up there.
Kostaki, if you'd allow me to interrupt one more time.
Of course.
I think the only person in this room who could name at least 4 Village People is Chick McGee.
Is that right?
Their actual names?
Yes.
Do they have names?
Well, you got David Hodo.
Yeah, of course.
He was
a construction guy, right?
Hodo say what?
Hodo says what?
Was Felipe Lopez? He was in the Village People.
Felipe, yeah. Was it Felipe?
Or was he the producer? I forget.
As in Felipe me over? I'm not.
Producer was Giorgio Moroder. Is that I forget.
Cut that out.
Moroder
trying to answer the man's question.
Now, don't you know? I thought you knew them all.
There was a Victor.
That's right. Didn't he write the tunes? Isn't he the head guy?
Sorry, Kostaki, we called
He got all the money,
there.
so to Victor go the spoils.
Very nice.
No, it was Victor Fleming, I think.
Well, you got David Hodo. Who's the mustache guy?
Oh, my God.
I think it's Hodo.
No, I thought that was the guy with the construction dude, the blonde-haired guy.
Which one was the gay one?
Who was the guy, the lead singer?
Not the lead singer.
Not the cop.
Yeah, he was
Did any of them play football?
The cop was the lead singer.
Yeah.
They all played in the NFL.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, Kostaki, back to you.
No, you're not.
The gay one.
Victor Willis. Victor Willis, Glenn Hughes, Felipe Rose, Jim.
Glenn Hughes was the guy with the big mustache.
Wait a minute. Felipe Rose, Victor Willis, Glenn Hughes, Jim Newman, and Randy Jones was the cowboy, and Alex Briley.
All right, there we go. Village People.
Soldier. There's a village.
Thanks for the reference, Kostaki.
I thought they were more like Blue Man Group. You just recast them when you go to different cities. There was an actual list of.
Oh no, they were actually.
How dare you?
I think they may still be touring. I saw them once. They were amazing. They were so great. I saw them. I went to Disney.
That explains a lot.
I went to the disco night at Disney World. I was dragged there by some people, and all of a sudden there were all these New York session guys on stage. And I'm thinking, wow, these guys are incredible. And then all of a sudden the Village People walked out. So at least for that show, they sure had a good band. But they don't play in the NFL. We got to get back to Kostaki before he goes to Toledo, Youngstown, Hillsdale, Michigan, and Dayton, Ohio. What else have you got, Kostaki?
Good Lord.
All right, let's close on a joke here. San Francisco beat the Steel out of Pittsburgh. Goodness gracious. The Niners beat the Steelers so badly, Terry Bradshaw's shingles came back.
That's a bad beating.
That's probably the closer.
You can participate in this mayhem at all pro lines on a social media platform near you. Once again, Kostaki. Thursday, it's Toledo with the Funny Bone. Friday, Youngstown at the Funny Farm. And then Saturday, it's back to Michigan, Hillsdale, the Hillsdale Brewing Company. And then Sunday, Dayton at the Funny Bone. That'll be some great live shows. And feel free to send some your thoughts about the world of the NFL to Kostaki on all pro lines. And are you selling the T-shirts, Kostaki?
We got shirts. We got merch online. Yeah, come join us at All Pro Lines. We got merch. Sure.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks, Kostaki. It's always a great pleasure. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
See you, buddy.
Bye, Kostaki.
Okay. So, did I interrupt?
Oh, my God.
Only
the whole
entirely.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
And if you're wearing your Raycon earbuds, you heard every second of Tom's interruptions.
Okay.
Are you happy about that?
You heard about David Hodo and Randy
Oh, my Lord.
Victor Willis. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. Classical, country and western, village people, whatever you like. They feature noise isolation and awareness mode. You can choose to be immersed or tune into your surroundings. You can listen while you travel during a grueling workout with optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. Possibly you might be bowling somewhere. You could have your Raycons in. With Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime. That doesn't even sound like a strike. I think that was like a 7-3 split.
No, it had to be a strike because if it hadn't been, there would have been a lot of cursing.
Oh, son of a... And Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 78,000 5-star reviews. And most everywhere, school's back in session, unless in Australia. I don't know. Raycon is having their annual back-to-school sale. For a limited time, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom to score 20% off. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Ms. Hooker.
Yes.
As you know, you were kind enough to go to the effort, to make the effort, I should say, to procure one of these chips, these death chips, whatever they're called, that are supposed to be the hottest thing out there. We got one for Ace, and we talked him out of tasting it.
Right. How about a finger? Just a tip of a finger into his mouth. Just a tip. It's a teeny tiny tip.
You mean taste the spice?
Taste the. Would you be willing to do that, Ace? Just a little tippy tip. That's not
what?
He picked up a chip, not the spicy chip.
Okay, because apparently some poor kid died from eating one of these.
Yeah,
so
he did.
We're going to...
Yeah.
You don't even want to have the tip of the finger, huh?
Just the tip. You ever said that to anybody? Ace?
Just the tip.
Just the tip. When we come back, just the tip. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free.
Screen Door Productions presents
A Day at Fergler's Hardware.
about the NFL season coming up, but we got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win.
Fritz is here waiting to talk with me. Okay, Graber, I'll just stand here and wait. Hi, Fritz. I'm talking to Carl right now. Can you wait for a moment?
You're fine, Graber. I'll just stand here.
Okay, Carl. Now, where were we?
Call waiting. Another new age convenience from the old world minds at Amish Bell. Remember, we take Visa, quilts, and cheese. Amish Bell, leading you into the 19th century.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
No.
Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this.
There it goes now.
I babysat a cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh,
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are, jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
First of all, our guest in the studio, comedian Evan Davis. You live in L.A., so you got to have a car.
You got to have something big. I don't think that's right, man. Housewives driving expeditions. I don't think you should be able to. You should be allowed to drive something that big unless you're really going on an expedition. Like if you're picking up See's candy in a shower curtain, that's not an expedition.
No,
that's an errand.
Yeah,
you should have to take the Ford back in a second. I think they should have eye tests at the optometrist for like drivers. Like instead of reading letters off a card, they should have you cover one eye. It's like, is that a roof rack or a cop car?
Jeff Jenna is our guest.
I don't know if you remember this. A lot of people were mad at the Mattel toy company because Teen Talk Barbie, one of the 200 things Teen Talk Barbie said was, math class is hard.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, young women won't want to take math classes. And I'm just thinking, no, that's stupid. What, are American women that easily influenced? Are they? No, I don't think so. Because if they are, I think Teen Talk Barbie should say things like, sex is fun. I work hard and give my husband my paycheck.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Perhaps a song this break from Mr. Godwin. What do you think, Tom?
Oh, sure.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here he is, Tom Griswold.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Yes, strike.
You ever notice that when you're bowling?
Yeah. When's the last time you bowled?
Oh, I took the girls bowling not too long ago.
Good. This year.
Yeah, we had the things up.
Little bumpers.
The bumpers.
Mm-hmm. So you benefit from the bumpers as well.
They're great. Very helpful.
Well, of course.
When you're bowling, though, after you've released the ball, and when you turn around, it's a very self-conscious moment.
Oh, yeah, everybody's watching you.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're on stage suddenly for that little...
Only you would think that would be an on-stage moment.
You don't find yourself self-conscious right after you've released the ball?
No.
Totally focused.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm like a major league pitcher. The whole everything else disappears.
That's right.
Well,
I'm there to win, mister.
But you have your own shoes, Josh.
That's exactly.
So you're at the next level. You're above all.
You know, that's interesting. I don't know. Given the choice to buy your own ball or your own shoes, I don't think most people would pick shoes first.
Shoes, I was confident in what size I needed.
Okay. Yeah.
And comfortability and stuff. Ball, I'm still trying to kind of figure out what I want to throw. So,
don't a lot of guys have two now?
Absolutely. You have one that's balanced. You have a spare ball and a strike ball, essentially.
Can you use two balls?
Yeah.
Yes.
That doesn't seem fair at all.
Professionals
Not at
use
the
a
same
lot.
time.
I saw that sign at the bus station.
Oh.
Can
Well,
you-
no, yeah,
can you use two
that doesn't
balls?
seem
Then
fair
some guy
at all.
drilled
Yes,
a
it
hole.
is.
No, that seems like if
They switch out footballs.
well, yeah, but all the footballs are the same.
Think of them as golf clubs.
Oh, there you
in a
go.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It still doesn't seem.
And you know they go through 100,000 tennis balls at the U.S. Open.
Here we go.
Less than a month.
Yeah, I've heard.
You heard about that?
330 million tennis
Let me-
balls a year.
Speaking of things you've heard,
They're very hard to recycle.
Had you heard about the bowling ball killer?
Yes.
So you had?
Yeah.
You're
it's,
aware of it?
It's in the area. Yeah.
It's kind of it was a famous news story.
Right.
Tom contends he met her.
I did.
At the women's prison.
Played softball with her.
That's what he says.
They turned that place into apartments. The women's prison?
Yeah, they moved them out to the girls' school.
Did they take the barbed wire fences down?
Not on a part of it. No, they're still up.
That's charming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the tennis
That poor developer's listening to go, what the hell did I do?
We had
Just trying to save some money.
you tried taking down barbed wire.
Yeah.
Cut your hand. It's awful.
We did have a story this morning about a brawl, and I think it was a Massachusetts bowling alley.
You mean a brawl?
That's sad.
A brawl.
Bowling alleys are places of joy, not
I agree.
violence.
These women were arrested. They were taking bowling balls and throwing them at people over their heads.
Was it a women's league?
I don't
Didn't
know.
really say.
No.
We don't. It
I
didn't say
think-
what caused the fight, right?
Well, I bet somebody was sleeping with somebody's husband. That's what I'm betting.
That's my man.
Don't mess with my man. That's right.
You don't want to get, two balls in the back of your head. Well, if you're in prison, you might want to
What is he doing? The unicorn?
get lonely.
I think you're doing it wrong.
I'm sorry, Christy.
Yeah.
You know, it feels better if you turn around.
In the back of your head.
Has anybody ever told you how to? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, my God.
Following the death of a Massachusetts teen after he ate an extremely spicy tortilla chip,
Oh, this is funny.
experts are renewing calls to rethink spicy food challenges.
Yeah.
I'm doing this under protest.
No, this is important.
Aren't we all?
While autopsy
Chick and I
results-
agree on almost nothing, but we both agree. I am totally unimpressed by people that go, I can eat the hottest thing. So what?
I don't have a personality. I'm going to eat something spicy.
But we were reading about this, whatever it was, 6 months ago, and we got Ace, this, whatever it's called. What is it? The Pacquiao?
Just the tip.
And it comes in a box with a skeleton on it, and it's
Yes.
shaped like an old-fashioned casket.
Yes.
And there's one. Is there one chip in
One
there?
chip.
One chip in there, yeah.
The one chip challenge.
While autopsy results
Open
for the
it,
10th
breathe it in,
grader are still
breathe it in.
pending. His family alleges the Packy's One Chip Challenge is responsible. The product, as we just mentioned, instructs participants to eat the chip and see how long they can go
You hear the Packies can get married in some states.
Oh, my God.
without consuming other food
That's
and
really
water.
funny because I watch a lot of British TV.
That's why it's funny.
It really is called the Packy? Oh, that's unfortunate.
PAH, yeah, Packy.
Hey there, Packy.
Packies.
So it's not intended to be pejorative for our friends from.
Dr. Peter Chai, an associate. I'm just going to keep on. Dr. Peter
It
Chai,
would have been much funnier if his parents had named him T.
an associate professor of emergency medicine and medical toxicology at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston, said that chips can be dangerous under certain circumstances. He said, quote, it's possible eating these chips with high concentration of capsaicin could cause death. At high doses, it can lead to fatal dysrhythmia or irreversible injury to your heart.
This is terrible.
Yes. It's horrible.
Well, this kid did it wrong. You're supposed to eat the chip and then chase it with a Tide Pod. And that chemically.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's not true?
Hang on a second.
Not true. Not funny.
No.
Not responsible.
I think they surveyed several sphincters who were quoted as saying, "Stop it." Have you seen the Shaquille O'Neal eating one of these on
Oh,
TV?
yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Shaq.
He's great.
He goes, "There's no way this is not going to affect me at all. I'm not going to make a face."
I won't feel it.
He eats the thing, and it's
like you.
It's just like the cartoon,
Yeah.
where the
smoke comes out of his ears?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
It's exactly like that.
Google Shaquille O'Neal eats the hot chip. It's
That's hot.
worth seeing.
That's really hot.
But
What the hell's going on?
we had one of these, and Ace said he was going to do it. We eventually, after reading about it, said, no, it's too
Ace lied to us again, like he always
No,
does.
I know. We didn't let him do
With
it.
the
I don't
shrimp
want
eating contest.
I don't want Ace to do this. They could be
I
dangerous.
want Ace to do this. I want him to do it so bad.
Now, it's hurt. Ace, would you want to, like, dip your finger?
He's not.
Triple down on this.
Someone laugh.
Those are just regular chips he's eating.
What? Jalapeno. Jalapeno what? Crunchers? Kettle. Kettle. Yeah, the kettle cooked jalapeno.
Good
That's
ones.
a tasty chip.
Okay. Well,
I don't think I could eat one of those.
No.
I'm all spicy. I'm, what do they call that? I'm a big pussy.
No, you just.
Yes, I
You
am.
like a little kick?
No.
No.
Oh, you don't even like a little kick?
No.
Zero flavor.
No.
well,
possibly.
In any event, stay away from those things. Am I correct in saying they have temporarily at least?
They have pulled them from the
market.
Yeah.
Well, you know they're going to be rampant on the internet of people eating these.
Yeah.
It's like they haven't already, but they're going to be everywhere now.
Ah, man.
You tell somebody you can't do it, what are they going to do?
Okay.
Like, hell, this is America.
Yeah, I'll do what I want.
You know, they told us we couldn't keep pigs indoors. Well, we did it, didn't we?
We sure did.
And let the pigs go crap where they like. It doesn't matter to me none. Government, Mr. Government.
I say if my sister's not good enough for me, she ain't good enough for me.
We don't practice
Even we have limits.
As hot as my sister is, I masturbate to her. I don't make love to her.
Oh, my gosh.
That's perhaps a little more direct than I was hoping.
No, you wanted to go straight for the intercourse.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we're bowling. That's the sound of
Bowler, Wisconsin,
That's
baby.
right. We're going to be in Bowler, Wisconsin at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort for a special live show November 17th. It's a Friday morning. If you're in Bowler, you've got to come see us. It's going to be a blast.
It's a city of hats.
We're looking for...
Bowler after
Wouldn't it be funny if all the other cities were... Oh, look, I'm going from Derby to Bowler.
Derby to Bowler to Trilby.
I'll see you in pork pie.
Old top hats.
All those Frenchy beret people. They're so
They're up there in
snobby.
Canada.
Oh, it's cabbie hats.
We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi. We're hanging out with comedian Ron Ramey. Chick McGee doing double duty. Chick's doing anything else?
What's the most dangerous thing about starting a new relationship with a girl, fellas? That's right. What kind of pet does she have?
Oh. I was going to say finding out she's a psycho.
And what does it mean about her?
Well,
maybe depending on the kind of pet, you can tell she's a psycho right away.
This is from holytaco.com. If she has a big dog, what she thinks it says about her. Mm-hmm. I'm not like those other girls with their tiny yappy dogs. Mm-hmm. I'm a strong, confident, independent woman who's making it in a man's world.
I see.
What it really
says, I love big dogs, though.
What it really says about her is a big dog says, I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. Really? What the pet is thinking is, please stop using me as a body pillow and grinding on me in the middle of the night.
You took a perfectly good story. There's no grinding.
Grinding? A small dog.
Okay.
What she thinks it says, I'm not just adorable. I'm really adorable. I'm so adorable that I have a living accessory. All the cool people are doing it. I'm just like a famous celebrity. What it really says, I want to be exactly like Paris. So if you're looking for a stupid, annoying, talentless woman like Paris Hilton with a little dog, I'm your girl.
Really?
Or maybe it says, I like a little dog.
What does the pet think?
What the pet thinks is, if that purse she carries me in is full of used condoms again today, I'm going to bite her.
I miss my ex-wife. This is a mean website.
Here's a cat. What if she owns a cat? What she thinks it says, I'm responsible enough to care for another living creature, but I don't want to have to pay a lot of attention to it. That's why I have an animal that I could potentially leave alone for a few days, and it would be just fine. What it really says, having a cat, I don't like having guys spend the night at my house, so I adopted one of nature's ninjas to scare off any non-regular visitors using a razor-sharp pounce attack in the middle of the night.
Ouch.
What the cat is thinking, come on, dude, that I'm not familiar with, show me something dangly. I dare you. What she thinks it says owning a fish. Fish tanks are sexy. I know this is just a small bowl, but it still oozes sex. This fish depends on me, and if it lives past the first day, people are going to know that I'm responsible enough to take care of another life. What it really says. One time I had sex with a biker in the parking lot of a county fair, and he spent $26 winning me this goldfish to remember him by. I forget his name, but I call the fish Nemo.
Okay.
What the pet is thinking, that whore hasn't fed me in 6 days. My water looks and smells like a sewer. And finally, a parrot, what she thinks it says, I enjoy having a pet that's interesting and intelligent. I am an exotic person, so I have a pet that reflects my personality. What it really says, if you own a parrot and you're a girl, my grandpa died recently. He was known locally as the crazy bird guy. So he left me this temperamental, awful bird to remember him by. What the parrot is thinking, squawk, F you, F you.
This is all found in the memoir Scattershot. It is out today. And Barbie has made it to video on demand, but be careful before you hit the I want to watch button. It'll cost you $29.99. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Adam and Eve is not giving you 10% off and not 20% off or even 40%. Your discount is even bigger. AdamandEve.com is giving you a whopping 50% off. But why stop there? In addition to 50% off, you also get 10 free gifts. That includes a racy item for him, a sensuous toy for her, and something we know you'll both enjoy. Ooh. And 6 extra special bonus items that are sure to rev your engine, pique your curiosity, and even blow you away. And best of all, free shipping. Always delivered in discreet packaging. So rethink your bedroom routine. Go to adamandeve.com and enter the station's exclusive code at checkout, DEAL14, and get, the discount, 50% off almost any item and 10 tantalizing free gifts. That's DEAL14. Again, DEAL14.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Now, can we talk about the fact that you have a reality show coming? It's sort of like a Judge Judy, but it's going to be you as the judge, right?
Yes, it's coming out in a few months. I'm a judge, and it is funny. When they first asked me to do it, I created this show for somebody else, and then the network was like, why don't you do it? And I was like, I don't want to be no judge. I'm a convicted felon.
I hate judges.
They ain't never did nothing nice for me.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
I recently got married, and
boy.
Yeah, and my wife changed her name. I know some women have a problem with that, but I wanted her to have my old girlfriend's name.
She must really love you.
Call me old-fashioned, but
Hell, you got the tattoo. Why not?
my wife actually got pregnant on our wedding night.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, not by me. Crazy night. But either way, I'm getting a brother. So. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't think her parents like me, though, because apparently when you meet someone's mother, you're not supposed to hug her and go, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if their dad's short, don't try and pick him up.
Oh, you're like a little baby, Daddy.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Horse racing, you said? You're from Kentucky. You love horse racing. Love
horse
the
racing
ponies.
is my passion. The only sport that I really love is horse racing. I've owned a couple horses. We're purchasing one now. In fact, a 2-year-old colt.
Cool.
I don't know if you all know this. All Kentuckians know this, and most people around the country know thoroughbreds are named traditionally after a combination of the mother's and father's name, the sire and dam line. For example,
I didn't know
Kentucky
that.
Derby winner Ali Sheba, out of his father, the great stallion Ali Dar, and its mother, the broodmare Belle Sheba. We're looking at one now out of a sire named Whiny Bull by a mare named Girl on Girl. We named it Rosie O'Donnell.
Now you're listening to Bob.
Her sent you.
Her.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
I meant she.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Oh, jeez.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
There's Jess Hooker,
Hello.
sometimes known as Her. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Him.
Hello, Tom. Him.
Hi, how are you?
Yes.
Good to see you. Hey, Pat, how's it going in there?
It's going good.
Got a nice song for us right now?
Oh, man, I got lots of songs.
Oh,
Where do we start?
Whole catalog there.
I actually got gun shy before. Christy had that story about the wine that spilled and
Yes.
the river. I had something for that.
Yeah, well,
Go.
it was in Portugal, a swimming pool's worth of wine.
You heard Christy. Go.
A Portuguese village flooded with red wine following an accident at a local distillery. 2 huge wine tanks burst at the distillery in São Lourenço de Barrio, spilling an estimated 600,000 gallons of red wine into the village. It was amazing to see.
You have a little something for us, Pat?
Red road wine.
Red road wine.
All of that red wine for free. A huge spill from the distillery. Oh, I bet they get a fine. I'll help them clean that red road wine. Man, it tastes so sweet. I'm half drunk by 32nd Street. Red road wine, I must have a thirst. I cupped my hands and drank rocks and dirt. Red road wine, I might drown, but I got drunk in another town. Red road wine, wife gonna give me flack. Woo! How the hell am I getting back? Red road wine.
Thank you very much. That's so sweet.
Shaggy came in a little.
Oh, yeah, I liked it.
We now return to the news desk with Christy Lee.
A viral video captured at an Australian zoo shows an orangutan launching a possum out of its enclosure.
I'll teach it.
No, get out of my space.
Get out of
dude.
here.
Footage showed online shows the marsupial flying in the air from the orangutan's exhibit. Once the possum disappears over the wall of a neighboring enclosure, the camera pans back to the orangutan hanging from the top of a tower in said enclosure. The primate then climbs around the tower as to see where the possum landed. A spokesperson for the Perth Zoo told Yahoo News Australia that while staff work hard to eradicate pests, sometimes the orangutans evict the odd possum themselves.
Pretty funny. They can't tell if the possum's dead yet.
No.
Why's that, Tom?
Oh, let's play it possum. Stop
Play possum.
Yeah, it's impossible to
Oh,
my God. Possible.
Simply no.
It's impossible. It's
Tell if I'm dead. It's just impossible.
It's hilarious. The orangutans get this thing out of here. I love the way they use the word launches.
Yeah.
Like the little possum has goggles on and a little suit ready to go.
I wonder how fast just your regular orangutan
yes.
could throw a baseball.
Yeah.
Probably
If
pretty
you could
fast.
Got those lanky arms.
Yeah, I bet 150 miles an hour.
Whoa!
I bet so.
I doubt it.
Almost everybody in Major League Baseball, I'm going to say 95% of the pitchers can, 95 and up. 95 miles an hour and
What
up.
does that have to do with an orangutan?
Well, that's just a regular human being.
Right.
But
Think
those
of
guys,
that,
but those guys have been training and.
Well, that
Oh,
would
no,
be
yeah.
tougher.
It's going to be a ball.
My point
They
is,
won't be over the plate.
My point is, a regular human being, after all that training, 95, 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I say an orangutan, 150 miles an hour, just picks up a baseball and
No.
throws it
Yep,
as
I'm
hard
going
as
to
he
say
can.
120 at least.
So is this the beginning of a movie?
Yes.
The next thing you know,
It's a Disney movie. Clyde, the all-star pitcher.
right?
He wins He wins.
And no one knows
the World Series for the Dodgers.
No one knows
and
he's
he
in a
cleans
ring.
things up in the parking lot.
No one knows he's in a ring except the handlers.
That's right.
No one knows. They can't tell
They
by
shave
looking at him.
We just have to keep
Put
his
him in
hat
a
on.
uniform.
He's got big sideburns, big red sideburns.
And then
one ugly man.
Right at the last out, he puts his head back to catch the ball, and his hat falls off. And they go, wait a minute, that's an orangutan.
Well, how fast can they fling their own poop?
Exactly.
Because you can measure that. You can measure how much a bit.
How do you know they fling their own poo?
I thought that's what they were famous for.
a monkey
Chimpanzees do that.
Oh, orangs aren't.
I don't know that orangutans.
Yeah, they're so different.
They're
not
red.
that
They got the
dissimilar.
red hair.
We're asking for trouble. We're
Okay, sorry.
We're in the presence of two orangs experts as well.
No,
They've
not
got
at all.
I bet they smell the high heaven.
I am not at all an expert.
Filthy,
They're
filthy.
incredibly
beasts.
interesting to
They need to be eradicated. Don't.
Jeez.
I like to think that possum was in the orang cage. The orang threw him. The possum landed and went, "Oh, that could have been bad." And he turns around. There's a lion sitting there. That's a fun little scenelet.
Yeah, it is.
And the lion was going.
I always wanted to remember at the beginning of the show, 6 Feet Under. They always would. There was always a death. That was how the show started.
Yes.
I always wanted to do one where a guy jumps out of a plane and his chute's not going to open, and there's this big panic, and finally, relief, the chute opens, and it just drifts into the lion's den at the local zoo.
You know that's a Warner Brothers cartoon.
Sure, but it'd be really funny for a TV show.
Live-action TV show.
So you're okay with 6 Feet Under plagiarizing Warner Brothers cartoons? You just
plagiarizing. It's the
same idea.
An idea. It's practically a concept. Okay, I'm sorry, Christy. I'll talk to someone.
Homage.
We were talking about movies. The house where Jamie Lee Curtis's character from Halloween resided
Laurie
is
Strode, please.
now on the market. That's right, Laurie. TMZ reports the LA area property served as the fictional Haddonfield, Illinois home of teen Laurie Strode in the 1978 slasher classic.
Would buy that.
It's currently listed for $1.8 million. It's been turned into a triplex. Is that what they call that?
Sure, yeah.
They have three separate apartments in there now, but
Yeah.
Hope it has new locks.
No. Laurie Strode's house was actually fine.
yeah, it was where she was babysitting that she had problems. Yeah.
I thought
Please.
Laurie's house where she stabs him with a coat hanger through the
No, that was at
closet?
Tommy Wallace's house.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was at the Wallace.
Spoiler alert.
Now, if you were to buy that place, are you going to have a bunch of freaks driving by all the time? And
Absolutely. I mean,
would
not
think.
freaks.
You got
Fans.
freaks everywhere.
Fans.
You got freaks everywhere.
Just Josh.
Hey, that's where they.
Check this out.
That's where Laurie Strode lived.
Don't you think that's a great idea to have Jamie Lee Curtis, the murderer, after all these years? She goes crazy and starts murdering people. You don't like that, do you? You don't like that, do you? I can tell by looking at it. You don't
I'm
care.
fine with it. I was cool with it. Yeah, that'd be okay.
By the way, is Strode the name of the character?
Yes.
Laurie Strode.
Is that a tip of the hat to Woody Strode?
I
Who the
don't
hell's
know.
Woody Strode?
I don't know if John Carpenter.
I barely know who it is. Wasn't he an Olympian or something?
Yeah, it's famous
I doubt it.
African American.
There are tips of the hat in that movie. Though.
Of course, it's not.
Sam
no.
Loomis, Donald Pleasant's character, is named after his character from Psycho. So
This says this says the current owners of the house leave a plastic pumpkin out so people can take pictures with it all year round.
Yeah,
See,
because the
that's
famous.
what you do, right?
Yeah,
As
the-
opposed to
Embrace
the
it, yeah.
Breaking Bad people who sit on their porch and make sure people don't take
Right.
photos.
And I don't know about you, but are you going to write a check for $1.8 million with a window AC unit?
However,
it seems a little.
They have 3 apartments. That's why I'm
The
sure.
Breaking Bad
They could
people,
put a
they drive by and throw pizzas up on the roof.
Yeah, that is a problem.
That's
yeah.
a problem. Yeah.
I'd pull that one down.
I drove by that house, and there they were, sitting on their driveway.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
climb on the roof and grab the
Are they
Yes,
answering
Pat, I was
consequences?
trying to get the pizza. Are you guys going to eat that gutter pizza? I'll eat gutter pizza.
Thank you, Pat, for taking the.
Look at him. him.
Godwin hasn't made himself laugh that hard in a long time.
He's turning pink.
Nothing makes me laugh
You
harder.
look like a newborn baby right
You're
now.
making fun of Josh?
Hey, I'll take care of the pizza.
No, it's an inside joke.
Are you going to eat that?
I'm just sitting on the roof of the catcher's mitt.
See where we got
Come
to.
on, I dare you. Come on.
Okay, so
It's not the bullying. It's the turning me. It's the making me bully myself that hurts.
That's the best
That's
kind.
hilarious.
That's
best kind.
nothing's funnier when you kind of hint at it and he jumps on the joke, and typically better than one of the ones I would have said. So. Yeah, it's a window unit.
Boy, you're really stuck on that, aren't you?
But is that that's the current picture? The
Yeah.
window unit?
Well,
1.3 million?
I think when you divvy up a house into 3 separate apartments, you're going to have an issue with the HVAC.
Yeah, but for 1.8 million,
So-
I think you can maybe put a nice unit in the backyard.
It's LA, dude. 1.8 million is nothing.
For all we know, those units are illegal.
Yeah,
there now.
Pasadena, yeah.
Yeah, for now.
Exactly. Freon or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Raise a good point. Okay, what's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have Aerosmith postponing some concerts. Don't know if you heard about that. Steven Tyler had an issue.
I'm so mad about this, said no one.
Hey, there are Aerosmith
Steven Tyler
fans.
does look like your grandmother's best friend going to a thrift store. Have you seen him lately?
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but your grandmother would have a better mustache. Someone needs to tell him it's not happening.
Yeah.
The facial hair.
That's why he's done the facial hair, because he looks like Diane Parkinson or whatever.
It's so thin.
I probably shouldn't bring this up, but I had the sweetest encounter yesterday at the grocery at Trader Joe's. I'll say the name of it. These 2 elderly ladies came in dressed alike and were singing to everyone in the store. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
You know what I would have done? You know what I would have done?
What?
Lock it up, ladies.
That did
They
not
Let's here
happen.
to get
did
a
it?
little healthy peanut
Honest
butter.
to God, down to their necklaces, they were dressed
Were they
alike.
pushing something? Were they
No,
selling-
they
What
were
kind of
just.
They were just maniacs.
Did they put them back on the bus?
Let's not celebrate psychopathy.
No, they were
What were they
sweet
singing?
women. Show tunes. They are great singers.
Were they pamphleting something?
Nope, not at all.
See, that's why you want to stay at home with your security system.
So you don't run into the Andrews sisters.
That's right.
She said they've been dressing like that for 30. Of course I did.
Daisy,
I talked to them.
Give me your answer. Shut
Yeah,
up.
they've been dressing alike for 30 years.
Are they sisters, you say?
They never said they were sisters. I don't know.
Are they
The whole morning
lovers?
shot. Thanks, Christy.
Are they lovers? Tom wants to know.
Closer I am to find.
Have you guys seen the late life lesbians that are singing
I
at Trader
did not
Joe's?
I didn't get that deep
Yeah,
into
they-
their
you
personal
didn't get
life.
That, you didn't get that vibe. Well, you're Rocky and you're Butch.
I wish Chick had been there so bad. Hey, Grey Gardens, you want to shut it up?
No, they
You would have thrown potatoes at them.
How may I help you today? Shut up!
Hello, darling.
Oh, they were
sing
so
for you,
sweet.
Absolutely
so
not.
They're menaces.
All right, never
Who knows
mind.
what they stole?
Yeah, I did.
They didn't even have a cart or anything. They
While
didn't
they're
even have a bag.
shoplifting.
Hiding
They're
while shoplifting and with big
Singing to
coats
Christy
on.
while picking her purse.
Avocados in their bra.
Yeah.
Simply Safe Home Security.
Yes.
Yes. And their revolutionary home monitoring innovation, you know what it is, the 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, designed to help stop crime in real time. Now, because of Simply Safe, if an intruder breaks into your home, Simply Safe professional monitoring agents can actually see, speak to, and deter them through Simply Safe's new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera, stopping them in their tracks. 24/7 Lifeguard Protection made possible by the new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera, available with Fast Protect monitoring plan. It's the only indoor security camera that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with a built-in siren. And, of course, with Simply Safe, you can install your way. You can do it yourself in about 30 minutes. I did. Or you can have a Simply Safe expert set it up for you. Either way, it's easy to protect your home. For a limited time, get 20% off your new system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Visit simplysafetom.com today. That's simplysafetom.com. And remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you, Brown Chick McGee. What's coming up, Christy?
We still have to get to our Tidy Bot robot. We have
A tidy butt?
Yep, a Tidy Bot and fans of Star
Tidy
Trek.
bot.
said tidy butt.
Not a tidy butt.
I didn't say tidy butt. Get out of the gutter.
No, there is going to be a product, if there isn't already, called Tidy Butt.
You sure? Yeah.
The wiping robot.
Must wipe ass.
Bend over, Mr. Arnold.
Oh, thank you, Wiper. Not too hard.
Too hard.
Water very hot. We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24.
I get in a lot of awkward situations, I feel like. Recently in D.C., I threw up in the street, which isn't a big deal. That happens. I'm a pretty heavy drinker. But what was different about this time was as I was about to throw up, when you're just starting to come up, I made eye contact with a woman sitting outside of a Starbucks.
Yeah.
And then I held eye contact as I vomited.
Oh.
So it was just very awkward because she just saw me kind of look over at her and then go, and I mean, what's going on in her reality?
She wants to watch that.
Did you get her number?
I did not get her number. I'm afraid. What if she go home and say, I was so ugly today I made a man vomit? I don't want her to think that, So I had to go over and tell her it wasn't the case.
That's a bad hair day.
Yeah, if a man looks at you and vomits,
It is a bad day.
you need to visit your hairdresser ASAP.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a self-esteem killer.
Yeah,
right
it
there.
really is.
Yeah, but I get into stuff like that all
See,
the
I'm a
time.
sympathy monitor. I would have, if he'd made eye contact with me, I would have.
Me too.
You would vomit also?
I would join you. Yeah.
So when you smell vomit, you immediately vomit.
Say goodbye.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
So far, we've covered soiling ourselves and vomiting in the studio.
What next? All right, let's go into pussy lesions.
No.
No, Bob, that's wrong in the script. It's not pronounced pussy.
There you go.
You don't want to
written that way.
I know it looks that way on the page.
If you read that wrong at the audition, wow, that's a different movie.
Yeah,
Well, what's
entirely.
this, Mr. Abrams? I don't understand.
Much closer to a Mr. Skin film.
Yeah, I think so.
I would say.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Now, were you a big drinker in college?
Yeah, I in college, I think I drank a little bit more than I do now. In college, whenever I drank, I would pass out. It was like my thing, That's how people knew me.
Pass out guy?
Yeah, it got to the point where even before I went out, I'd go ahead and draw a dick on my face. Because it was going to happen.
It was going to happen.
eventually.
Your buddies were going to take care of it anyway.
Yeah.
Just take it right.
Oh, boy.
Why wait?
It really is something else. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not.
That's
because first of all, what do they think? It's going to help me? They think years from now I'm going to be saying, yeah, it got really bad. I was just drinking all the time, passing out. And then one day I woke up, looked in the mirror, and I was like, TJ, get it together. I owe it all to Steve and his artistic ability to draw a ball sack on my forehead.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
The Gores just got divorced. We know Paul McCartney went through the worst divorce in history.
That's true.
I would have been a great attorney for Paul McCartney. I'd have said, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client, right over there, 1964, could not crawl out of a car without every woman in America tearing her hair out, yelling his name at the top of their lungs. He could have had any woman in the world that year. He went with the Manson family-looking girl who was the photographer, who was relatively plain. Lived with the woman for 35 years. 35 years, not one night did he ever miss with his wife in 35 years, except when he was arrested for marijuana in Japan, and she was down the hall in a different cell.
Yeah.
Okay? He loved this woman. She made him eat vegetarian food. Okay? She was not attractive. He put her on the cover of the Band on the Run album. James Coburn looked better than she did.
True
on
enough.
the cover of that album. This woman couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. Couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. He let her play in his band for 10 years. He loved this woman, lived with her 35 years, never missed a night. She passed away. He became a knight. I think he owns Happy Birthday. I know he owns Ramblin' Rick from Georgia Tech, a hell of an engineer. He's a billionaire. The Queen hit him over the shoulder with a sword and made him a knight. He is a sir. And that one-legged, wooden-legged woman wants you to believe that he's hard to get along with.
Show at the news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Oh, hello, Chick McGee.
Hello there. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
That's right.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
You were so ready.
Steven Singer Jewelers is proving how worthless lab-grown diamonds are.
Worthless.
Giving away a free 1-carat lab diamond with every engagement ring purchase. While supplies last, purchase is necessary. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for more details.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
What day of the week is it?
Tuesday.
Wait a minute. Does that mean with the Ace Cosby joke of the day, it's time for a 2 for Tuesday?
Here we are. Call it No Man's Land.
Boarding failure.
Hey, Chick.
Yes. Yes, Ace.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Owen.
Owen who?
Owen 9.
Oh.
That was Ace Cosby's joke.
I didn't write that one.
The temperature in the room just dropped 10 degrees.
I understand.
Foul number 99 of the defense. After he tackled the quarterback, he's giving them business down there at the 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty on Ace.
I apologize, Chick. It was sent in. And
That was a
appreciate
fine
That was freaking
joke.
funny.
Very fine. Once again, if you're just joining us,
Fucking funny.
Chick had a rough time with the shoeing picks.
Oh, it's not over yet, I got a feeling.
He was 0-4, then he 5-shocked last night's game.
Maybe
And
you should reverse this and see if you can pick all the losing teams for the
Oh, that'd be fun. You'd be good at
Don't
that.
you change a thing, Chick. You're going to get right back.
You got this. You got this. Don't worry.
What am I supposed to do?
Oh, strike.
What am I supposed to do?
What do you think about this, by the way? Do
Yeah.
you like the fact that at bowling alleys they project your score up there?
I don't mind that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm all for publicly celebrating those who do well and publicly shaming those who don't.
Yes, I'm not a full disclosure kind of guy.
Well, that's because
I don't like that.
They
He's
put it
too
up there.
private to bowl.
You are too private to bowl.
He doesn't want to be up on the stage.
Yeah.
He doesn't want everybody to see his score.
Now, did you remember the interim period? There was a period of time. Some of you may remember this. Way back in the day, they'd give you those huge pencils, which I loved, and the sheets.
Yeah.
But then there was a period of time where it was like an overhead projector.
Yep.
I don't know if Madison Lanes in London, Ohio, is still open or has updated their scoring system. But when I used to bowl there, they counted, you had to give them your score sheet. So they would charge you. There was no one to keep an eye on how many games you. So you could be there all evening. I bowled a game and a half. Stuff like that. And there was no way of knowing.
But yeah, in that interim period in which you had that special pen and you would write like you were writing, but it would be projected onto the thing. So then people could see, A, what a bad bowler you were, and B, how you didn't know how to score bowling.
It's not easy.
You had to add the 10, and then you had it
I'm
twice.
still kind of fuzzy on the 3-strike thing, and then when you start adding the 10. And
Yeah, that's really tough.
Really.
But now it's all automatic. Okay,
yeah, it's great.
Okay. Well, as we were talking about bowling, because we're going to be in Bowler, Wisconsin, coming up Friday, November 17th, doing the show live from the North Star Mohican Casino and Resort. Looking forward to it. We'll tell you about the evening show, et cetera, coming up. I also want to remind you, Week 2 NFL has begun, which means it's time to go to bobandtom.com/contest. Get in your picks. You're starting fresh each week. At
That's
stake,
right.
the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Do we know who our winner is from this week yet?
It's like it didn't happen. No, not yet.
Not
Doing
yet.
the math on that, we'll find out sometime
That's the
today.
thing,
Hopefully.
that
Tomorrow, maybe.
it's never gone that fast.
No, never, ever.
No, they have to answer our phone calls.
The earliest is Wednesday. Okay.
That'd be tomorrow.
That's very
Yeah.
good. And what's the day after? what comes after Wednesday?
Pink Slip Day.
Oh, is that right? Rest.
Sweet relief.
Sweet relief.
Christy Lee, what have you got over there?
Aerosmith has postponed a half dozen dates on their farewell tour. Steven Tyler injured his vocal cords during a performance Saturday in New York. It's led to bleeding. Doctor says he can't sing for 30 days. Those shows will be postponed and rescheduled January through February.
I don't know who to credit this with. Someone said Steven Tyler looks like the cool aunt who would buy you beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We were just talking about that. There's some pictures circulating. It's you have to guess whether it's Janice Dickinson or Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
I've seen
They
those.
look it up. They
Yeah.
look amazing.
And Carly Simon's one in there that
They're all
they kind
monsters.
of look like.
They're all just hideous monsters.
Yes.
Gee, Josh. From you, I don't expect that.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. We all know that attraction is in the eye of the beholder.
Yes.
Beauty and such. Stuff
Fans
like
of
that.
Star Trek assembled in Beijing Saturday for the first official activity of its kind to be held in mainland China. Star Trek has a niche following in China. Star Trek Day, celebrated each year, September 8th, to commemorate the 1966 debut. We learned about that in Today in History on this show of the original U.S. series. Several fans gathered at a venue. Several fans. I don't know, is that 5?
It's China, Josh. You usually jump all over China. I figured you'd be upset about this.
I'm waiting for the
Wu-Tang Bat.
Gathered at a venue in central Beijing Mall, mainly clad in the brand's galactic travel uniforms or the pointed ears of the fictional Vulcan species.
I see. No, these are Chinese people who I have no problem with the citizens of China. It's the government of China. I see. Can't stand. So these are just folks
Did you
enjoying.
see the picture they're watching that movie, The Wrath of Genghis Khan? Kind of a.
Yes, they think.
They changed.
They've added it a bit.
Well, the Chinese authorities wanted.
Some of the historians go, you thought that Khan was bad? Hey, Genghis. My gosh.
Ricardo Montalban.
Researchers at Princeton University have
What are
developed
those nerds up to?
a robot housekeeper that can pick up after you.
Hey, Mr. J.
Oh, God, this again.
That's all I'm doing.
This is my.
No, is the suck
The only reason
nozzle
we're
in yet?
doing it.
No, that's not how it goes.
Make him do it.
No.
The Jetsons.
That's exactly how it goes.
The Jetsons, of course.
Rosie, where's that suck nozzle?
May I finish the story?
So I'm sorry. So why are we talking about the
The
Jetsons?
Tidy Bot can
My
sort.
butt plug is an actual plug. Was that Rosie or John Lovitz?
Jealous? Her butt plug is jealous.
The Tidy Bot can sort laundry into lights and darks, identify recyclables, pick up objects off the floor to put them in the right place. It can even place toys into a drawer and accurately toss empty drink cans into the correct garbage bin.
Wow.
In tests, the robot managed to successfully put away 85% of objects.
Yeah, sadly, it put the Chihuahua in the dishwasher. And then
Yeah,
hits-
15% is still a big mess.
Then hit start.
How lazy are we?
No kidding.
God. This is ridiculous.
Way easier just to pick up after yourself.
Oh, my gosh.
Once again, I'm trying to remember the Jetsons. There was Elroy was the kid, right?
That was the boy, the son. Yeah.
It was Astro the dog.
Yes.
Yes.
Trowfast.
And then Jane was the wife.
Yes.
George was the husband. Who was the daughter?
Judy?
Daughter Judy, Jane, his wife. Dun, 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 dun.
Mm-hmm. What about...
but the maid was Rosie.
What about Rosie the maid?
She was a robot.
Yeah.
And I understand that there's a long-lost episode in which George Jetson is having a torrid affair with Rosie the robot.
That's exactly right. We have a little audio from it.
Oh, no kidding?
Let me pull that up here. Hey, Mr. J, the new sock nozzle has arrived. Shall I? Gee, Rosie, go ahead and service me.
The 800th performance.
You would never know.
Congratulations, the 12th year of show business.
Never fails to amuse.
Longer than the Fantastics.
Well, okay. Good luck to... I like the Tidy Bot, though. That does sound like a trademarked whatever someone's going to
Tidy Bowl, right?
Can you still get Tidy Bowl?
I think so. I don't know.
Was that the one where the guy was
in the dinghy?
In a rowboat?
I love that one.
In your toilet tank, right?
Yeah, boy, that would be...
Remember this?
Tell me the one commercial got dumped on.
What a terrible gig.
Oh,
No corn. No. They specifically had him in the tank.
Well, one time he got lost, and he was in the bowl. And the shadow comes over and goes, oh, must be a storm. Oh, yeah! And just a giant.
Is he happy now?
Oh, so wait a minute. The Tidy Bowl guy was in the tank?
Yes.
Oh.
That way they didn't have to show. But that's where the Tidy Bowl
would go. The guy would go
right?
into the bathroom and he'd hear singing, right? That's the way it started.
And he would take off the
and
lid
he would
to the
lift
tank.
the lid to the tank, and there's the Tidy Bowl man.
And he wouldn't freak out. Oh, my God. I'm going to make $1 million putting you in the circus. How long will my baby?
No, it wasn't Michigan J. Frog.
Okay, sorry.
I think the Tidy Bowl man was someone famous. Like,
was it really?
Yeah, like Kurt or...
was it Kurt?
Markers.
Kurt Parkerson. Oh, of course. I remember him at the Academy Awards accepting...
Kurt Parkerson?
Yeah, he got a Lifetime Achievement, I believe.
The Tidy Bowl. His career tanked after that.
There's a Tidy Bowl man. See?
Oh, yeah.
He's a little captain and
Sure,
everything.
got a little captain's hat.
Oh, yeah, there's a shot of that commercial where he got dumped on there.
No, he's in the tank.
He's got his pork.
There's one where he's on the he's in the boat, and then he's on top of the dispenser for Tidy Bowl.
But none where he's in the bowl itself.
None where he's in the bowl. It looks like he's a little Chris Craft there, Tom.
Oh, nice. Is that the stuff that comes out blue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, whatever cleans with every flush or something.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah?
Of
all
all
Tidy
those,
Bowl?
Of whatever those. I like those big hockey puck things you put in the toilet.
Oh, my God.
All right.
I can't use them anymore.
Why can't you use them?
Oh, somebody told him he couldn't.
Somebody doesn't like blue water. in the
Colorful
toilet.
water. I think it looks kind of fun.
What if your dogs drink it?
My dogs don't drink out of the toilet.
How do you know?
No, they're fine hounds.
How do you know?
They have pica. They drink everything else.
Oh. Do y'all recall the summer of 2016 when everybody was playing Pokemon Go?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're back with a new game, Capcom's Monster Hunter Now, and the critters have gotten bigger and meaner, Josh.
Oh, my gosh.
Think Godzilla, not Pikachu. That's right. In between battles, you can search for minerals, plants, and bones that you need to craft better armor and weapons. The hunt will begin Thursday on iOS and Android phones. So if you want to play the game, or if you see kids running around in your neighborhood wondering what they're doing, that's what they're doing.
It might be nice to stop for oncoming traffic.
Well, I hope.
We'll be reading about this soon enough.
Gee, why are you so negative all the time? My God.
They scrape little Bobby off the freeway.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I really wish you had gone with Old Betty or something.
Well, if you're going to be that way, a retired pediatrician from Pittsburgh who helped create Mr. Yuck.
Oh, I love those
poison warning stickers.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He's died at the age of 83.
Poison?
Who's Mr. Yuck?
You don't remember
It was the green
Mr.
sticker,
Yuck?
and you would put it on things like
Anything that
detergent.
was that was poisonous in your home.
Let you know not to ingest
yeah.
that.
Or like a toilet bowl cleaner.
It started in 1971. Yeah, you might have been a
I had
little
an
bit too
ex-girlfriend. I
old.
put them on her panties. She didn't think it was funny.
Mr. Yuck.
Mr. Yuck's bright green color and
This
upset
looks like
face.
a place for a stick-up.
Did you put it on her? Did you put it on the cloth or on the no pest strip?
Oh, man. Implying a girlfriend of yours with
horse flies.
Horse flies. I remember Mr. Yuck.
Yeah.
I do not remember Mr. Yuck, but he's no longer with us.
Yeah, well, the stickers couldn't be there, but the doctor who started it. No,
those stickers in a long
Now
time.
they have the pain sticker people. You know, rate your pain 1 to 10 or whatever.
Like in pediatrician's office.
Yeah.
They had the poison control number on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Important.
started at the Pittsburgh Poison Control Center. That's where he worked, Dr. Moriarty. So
we control all.
May he
the
rest in peace.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Moriarty. Dr.
No.
That was his name. Well,
Did Holmes kill him?
Richard
No
Moriarty.
S, Sherlock.
Boy, if you haven't seen Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, you probably
It's so fun. It's so
wonderful.
entertaining.
Shut
They
your
solve the mystery.
dirty hole of a mouth.
It's elementary, my dear.
All right, thank you
Don't
very
say
much.
that.
Christy, that wrap it up.
Well, we got. I can Grim Reaper you one more time.
Okay, go ahead.
The British scientist who led the team that cloned Dolly the sheep in 1996 has died at the age of 79.
But thank God they have another one.
Yeah.
Not the sheep. Oh, the doctor?
The doctor.
Right.
You know those guys are all thinking that.
Yeah.
It's the sheep all look alike. Just
Dylan
show me something that's been cloned that.
Ian
Never
Wilmot's
mind.
death. I didn't read that right. Wilmot set off a global discussion after ethos of cloning when he announced that his team had cloned Dolly using the nucleus of a cell from an adult sheep.
Ethos. Blah, blah,
It was the
blah.
first time a genetically identified mammal was created from an adult cell. And of course, a lot of things have happened since then. Wow.
Yeah,
But-
it sure has. Boy, life goes on.
Yeah, it does.
World keeps turning, doesn't it?
I have a question.
He led a
This Pokemon variation
Yes.
that's out there.
Oh, that's a story ago.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, I'm just.
Monster Hunter now.
So you take your phone, you have to log on to something and it starts giving you clues?
And then you
can see things through the finder, the
things through your
viewfinder.
finder that other people can't
augmented
find.
reality.
So people,
Yeah.
they're going to be running all over creation looking for this thing?
Don't you remember the Pokemon Go thing where everybody
Vaguely.
was running around and
Maybe they'll find that murder on the loose in Pennsylvania.
Oh my gosh.
Is that something's going on there?
That'd be
Yeah,
convenient.
it's horrible.
I hadn't heard about it, but
Escape from
sounds
the
real to
prison.
me.
Oh,
He escaped crab walking up the side of the
you haven't
prison.
seen the video? The guy's got his feet in one wall and his hands in the other.
And he's going up the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw a streaker do that on Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, it's kind of like it is a Ninja Warrior move.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's an unbelievable move. And he goes over razor wire.
And
And
he's armed and dangerous, so stay away from him. Right now, I want to talk a little bit about some great food from HelloFresh. HelloFresh, what is it? Well, it's the #1 meal kit in America. And right now, you can knock 50% off your orders at HelloFresh. Let me give you a little bit of background. HelloFresh, they do the shopping. That takes a lot of time that they take. You don't have to use that time up. You have a bunch of free time. The food arrives at your place. They've done the measuring. You just put it together. Christy Lee's got a couple of examples over there. What have you got?
the honey butter barbecue pork chops with mashed sweet potatoes and lemony green beans. Takes about 10 minutes to throw it together, 25 minutes to cook. And boy, is your family going to be happy. This is a great fall meal. Doesn't that just scream fall? Doesn't it even look?
Sure does.
Looks like fall.
They've got more than 40 recipes every week to choose from vegan way over there all the way up to just your favorite delicious comfort foods. You can't go wrong. Plus, they've got a special HelloFresh marketplace where you can get all kinds of stuff, more than 100 add-on items. You can swap proteins. The idea is they make it easy for you, and they make it a lot easier for you because they've done the shopping and the measuring. It's America's #1 meal kit. Right now, try it. Get 50% off plus 15% off the next 2 months with the code 50BT-SHOW. That's HelloFresh.com/50BT-SHOW. Once again, 50BT-SHOW. HelloFresh.com/50BT-SHOW. It's a great way to eat restaurant quality food, and you make it. And they've done a lot of the work for you. We're coming right back with our history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks.
I'm gonna play a new song for y'all. See if you like it. See if you like it.
All right.
And be sure and Bob go ha 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 like you do.
I can do that. I was just getting ready to do that after I saw your picture.
That looks pretty accurate.
Yeah,
Have you ever had one of those days when nothing goes right? You Your wife starts bitching about whatever it was she was bitching about last night. So you escape into the bathroom just to sit there on your throne. But after you finish your business, the toilet paper's gone. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. Yeah. Of all the radio shows I've ever done, I've never done one where they could sing a song they've never heard.
Isn't that amazing?
I was thinking.
I was thinking the same thing. How do we know the words to a new song?
Y'all must be working for Dionne Warwick and the Psychic Friends. Well, I was running late for work, so I poured me some coffee to go. And just before I had a flat tire, I spilled it all over my clothes. When the highway patrolman pulled up, I thought that help was on the way. But when he saw that tire tool in my hand, he shot me with pepper spray. Laugh. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. All right. Mm-hmm. This last verse is for everybody that don't like their boss at work. Mm-hmm. When I finally made it to work, I was 15 minutes late. I told my boss about the flat tire, but he fired me anyway. So here I am in the parking lot, just waiting by his Corvette. I'm gonna give him a goodbye present that he never will forget. Laugh and sing. It's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I like it.
Paul Thorne.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
Doug Stanhope is with us. Let's see, we've established a few things. Doug is a single man, but he's living with a woman in
sin.
Her name is Bingo.
Her nickname, yeah.
They live in, is it Bisbee?
Christy felt the need to.
You know, this is I got a great Bingo story, but I like her. She's got a really
careful,
conservative side of our family that listens to your show, and I have a great story, and I can't tell it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, she's very nice. We have met Bingo. She's very nice.
Yes, she's very nice.
And
we did a charity poker event in Miami last week.
This is the card game.
Yeah, with porn stars and me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you hear poker.
Doug's naked a lot. Did I mention that?
You hear poker. No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Those days are over. Yeah.
Okay.
I bloated up when I quit smoking. I just,
It got all achy.
Yeah, I get all bloated and fat, and I try not to be naked as much as possible. I'm sure Chick can feel me on this one.
Oh yeah, I feel you, brother.
Anyway, the only point of my story is if you're gonna have a threesome in a sleazy Best Western in Miami with a giant pile of stepped-on blow with Ginger Lynn, do it in 1983. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about last weekend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Didn't work out well.
She's nearing 50.
Hey, wait a
Things
minute.
I should have done as a kid. You know, why did I finally do this now?
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly?
She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond.
Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
That's sweet.
Yes, it is. That is lovely. How's it going?
You know, it's not bad. She travels with me a lot, you know, not as often as I like. I love traveling with my wife because every time we go away together, we play this really fun game. It's called How Is This My Fault?
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from it.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Central Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom.
Know that?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker's here.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Where's Christy, taking a dump?
Yep. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
She has an appointment.
To take a dump?
With a dumper?
Gotta have her.
Looking for the tidy bowl, man.
Thank you, Ace. Nice callback. Where were we?
He could come in here and crap on the counter, and you'd say, Ace, that was beautiful.
That was terrific. A legendary dump.
Legendary, but unbelievable Hall of Fame. Time now for Today in History.
If there were a Hall of Fame for craps, would you visit it?
No. No thanks. Right now.
I don't mean the actual, just photos.
No,
right. I think you would visit.
I think you would. And just laugh through the whole thing.
Look at this guy.
Now, we have found ourselves on the 12th of September.
A day I'll always
remember. 1978, the television program Taxi premieres on what network, Chick McGee?
ABC.
Very good. Very good.
Well, those are easy questions, dude.
Thank you very much.
And, yeah, a lot of folks on that show.
Never for 1 second laughed at Andy Kaufman. I know I'm in the minority. But
you're okay.
Didn't think it was funny.
Lot good graphics.
I'm singing to Mickey Mouse. Okie doke.
It was Mighty Mouse. Thank you very much.
No wonder you didn't like that's why I didn't like it. Mickey Mouse is sacred.
That was so original and weird. It was very funny.
Definitely weird.
He'd set up the turntable. And
Here I come.
Hilarious. 1981, The Smurfs aired for the first time.
I
loved it.
We use the word Smurf for every verb there is.
Yeah, this
so
tastes.
I took her out back and I Smurfed her.
This tastes Smurfy.
Yeah.
Poor Smurfette.
Yeah, she was the only one, right?
Passed around like a bomb.
Okay, I can see this is going well. 2017, Apple unveiled the iPhone 10.
I think 15 comes out today, right?
Is it today?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I'm still working the 10.
You've still got the 10?
Yeah.
Well,
time to go up.
What?
Apple's been letting me know with many
slowdowns.
Yeah, yes, slowdowns.
Many bugs.
That it's time for me. They let you know, don't they?
And is the new one going to just have the? It's not going to be the whatever it is, zip. What's the cord called? The zippy.
Lightning?
The Lightning. It's not going to have that, right?
I think it might have the USB-C, if you will. Wasn't Why don't you use dictate in a sentence, will you?
Well,
dictate Thawa.
That's right.
So that was the bus station on a Saturday after a free fireball night.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry, where was that? The iPhone 10. I'm so sorry.
15's coming out today.
Should I get it? Should I get the 15?
Yeah. Right from the top.
Great camera. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's go back in time.
Oh, all right.
In 1575, Henry Hudson, I'm not going to use the word discovered.
Like we wouldn't have found it anyway.
Yeah, like there were people were already running around.
He was there first.
Yeah.
Wow.
What would be later called the Hudson River.
Egomaniac.
Yeah.
Name it after me.
1944. Happy birthday.
Oh, no. Nothing good ever happened in 44.
Hudson discovered the river and the bookstore at the airport.
Oh, nice. Barry White, born on this date in 1944.
Ironically, a black man.
Oh, because of the name White?
Yeah, not white at all.
Okay.
I don't even think he had a small percentage of white.
Who's to say? Thank you for bringing that.
Facts are important. Just trying to make it.
How about this one? This is for you, Miss Hooker.
Uh-huh.
Do you know who Joe Pantoliano is? Joey Pants?
Yeah, he invented the pantaloons.
That's exactly right.
Pantaloons.
Mobster?
No.
Has played them. Yeah.
Oh, he's an actor. Okay.
He's Ralph. Ralph something on The Sopranos.
He's good. He's great.
And he's in Matrix. And
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
He's the bad guy in the
Risky
Business. Yeah.
Let's see. Friend of the show, Ben Folds, the musician, born on this date in 66.
Oh.
I'm a
I like
brick and
him.
I'm drowning.
That's a tough
Ruben Studdard. Wasn't he the season 2 American Idol winner?
Started singing despite
another black man.
The fact that
no white in him either.
No.
How about Yao Ming, born in
He
1980?
stuttered?
And your comments on Yao Ming?
Yes. Asian.
Okay.
Part of the famous Ming dynasty.
Things we learned today.
Happy birthday, Jennifer Hudson. Apparently,
Henry Hudson.
No relation to Henry Hudson that we know of.
No.
Perfectly possible.
Things we learned today on the show. Yes, I'm 0-9 shoeing of the week picks. Get off my back. Aaron Rodgers, 4 snaps in, tore his Achilles tendon last night.
We think,
against the Bills. Yeah.
Unless you know.
The Barbie movie streaming at home for $29.99. As Josh said, seems a little pricey.
No, Christy was the one complaining about it.
Right.
I say it's a good price for a family of 4.
Oh, okay.
Tom's favorite thing, bowling, is the bowling shoes. You have the size of your shoe right there on the heel.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Put your big size 12 right there on the back of it, right?
And I wonder if you can buy that stuff they spray the shoes with.
It's just
for home
disinfectant.
I'm sure it's some special brand.
I don't think it is.
Like
Those cans have been blowing just air for decades.
Yeah, Brunswick. It's probably Brunswick Soul Mist or something.
Soul Mist.
SOLE, by the way.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Soul Mist would be a great name for a perfume.
Or an Afro hairspray.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Soul Mist.
Yeah,
Soul Glow. That's what it was from
I like the sheen
Coming
in
to
your
America.
hair.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Ever?
Coming to America.
You've never?
Never seen it.
No, I haven't. Did you see the pornographic offshoot?
Uh-oh.
Coming in America?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't.
It was America Ferrera's first role.
Keep reading.
She was 18.
Keep reading.
I was talking about going home 2 hours ago.
Do you regret not?
I do at this point. And Tom took the girls to the cafeteria, and everyone thought it was Grandpa's day out with the grandkids.
and your daughter's just getting such a...
Oh, they love it.
They love it.
Look how old he is. Thank you very much.
Yep.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at Bob and